welcome to the Nethermoor Park, and here we go. It's Derby Day. It's Guiseley versus Bradford Park Avenue in the Northern Premier League. Bradford Park Avenue come into this game on a rich vein of form, 7 points out of the last 9 available, currently sitting 10th in the Northern Premier League table. As for the host Guiseley, they currently sit 20th, a 13th place finish last season. They drew 2-2 at the weekend after throwing a 2-goal lead away again at Lancaster. So it's Samuel Wright, joined by Arthur Difford, and just before we go through the teams, firstly Arthur, I'll bring you in, and what are your thoughts going into today's Derby Day here at Nethermoor Park?
Yeah, really looking forward to this one, Sam. I know you were there on Saturday's game, and a great victory for Park Avenue, 4-1 on the day. Hopefully looking to see more goals from the Park Avenue side, looking good in their red away kit today, and hopefully 3 points.
Yeah, the sides are not yet out, so this will give me a good chance to run you through the team. So I will start with the host, Guiseley. So first things first, they've made 2 changes. Pratt and Murphy come out, and Denton and Devine come in. So the full 11, Oliver Battersby, who only joined the club last Friday, Aidan Walker, Reece Kendall, Lee Whelan, Jamil Eibel, who is the captain of the club, Ollie Brown, Callum Chippendale, Danny Devine, Tom Denton, Gabrielle Johnson and Joe Stacey. And then we move on to Bradford Park Avenue. Just the one change for Park Avenue. Luca Havern comes in for the injured Mitch Lund. George Sachs, Ken Worthy in goal, the captain. Lucas Dunstan, Mason O'Marley, Jack Whiting, Luca Havern, Will Lancaster, Harrison Hopper, Jamie Spencer, Brad Doherty, Harry Colville and Will Longbottom. So, obviously, off of Bradford Park Avenue, rich vein of form, as I mentioned. 7 points out of the last 9 available after 2 defeats in their opening 2 games. And you'd imagine they're going to be coming here today to the local rivals full of confidence.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a tough start to the season, potentially trying to find a little bit of form, but they definitely seem to have found it now with the past couple of results last Monday and obviously Saturday's result. Hopefully more goals. Will Longbottom having 3 now this season. Really looking forward to kick on. Obviously he had 11 goals last season, so he's going to hopefully get more than that this year, but the teams are on their way out now.
Yeah, here come the teams, and Bradford Park Avenue, as Arden says, in their very nice red away kit. The first time I've ever seen them play in this kit, so really, really nice. And obviously, you know, looking at the head-to-head records as well, so there has actually been 19 meetings between these 2 clubs previously. 9 wins for Guiseley, 4 draws and 6 for Bradford Park Avenue. The opposition manager today, Paul Phillips, took over last year in November of 2022. His record is 29 games, 11 wins, 5 draws and 13 defeats. Previously managed the likes of Matlock, Buxton and Ashton United, also has Paul Phillips. And obviously Mark Bauer, Guiseley fans will be very familiar with Mr. Mark Bauer, of course, got them promoted to the National League all them years ago, and he obviously is in the opposing dugout today, Arthur, and Mark Bauer, he'll be very happy with the way his team have started this season, well, the way they've been recently anyway.
Yes, definitely. Just getting those results on the board, those 2 wins, really should kick on now. A few familiar faces for both sides, obviously George Sykes, Ken Worthy and Jamie Spencer, formerly having spells out of Guiseley, and also I believe it's, Callum Chippendale left Bradford Park Avenue in 2016, so familiar faces for both sides, but I think they'll both be foes out on the field.
Absolutely. Well, Guiseley's only win this season did come at Nethermoor Park against Bradford United. It was a 2-1 win here, so both their games so far at home, they lost 3-1 to Whitby and won 2-1 against Bradford United. Their last 2 games on the road, a 4-0 loss at Gainsborough Trinity and a 2-2 draw at the weekend, but they were 2-0 up in that game, Guiseley, so they'll be disappointed that they didn't pick up any results. And take a look onto the field now, and Tom Denton looks a lot bigger the closer he gets.
Yeah, he's a big lad. 2 goals for him this season. Obviously he was at Alfreton last season in that game, in the penultimate fixture of last season where Park Avenue got that 3-0 victory. He's going to be one to watch. Set pieces, throw-ins, goal kicks, you name it. They're going to be looking for big Tom Denton's head.
Absolutely. Well, the Guiseley goal scorers this season, Tom Denton, as Arthur says, is the top scorer with 2 goals. Jamil Eibel has 1. Gabrielle Johnson, Lee Whelan and Tom Pratt also found the net. And we are about to get underway, and it will be Park Avenue who kick us off. And it's going to be, well, it looks like Harrison Hopper, the man to get things underway. Park Avenue playing in their red kit. Here we go, a big game in the Northern Premier League. The 2 local rivals going at it. Park Avenue's last visit to Nethermoor Park was back in December 2021. It was a 2-2 draw that day. And they also picked up a famous 5-1 win here back in Boxing Day 2018. They'll be hoping to maybe pick something up today, pick a result up today.
George Sykes Kenworthy doing a little bit of gardening with a couple of the fence posts still left in as we're getting ready for kick-off.
And we are getting ready for kick-off, and here we go. Harrison Hopper gets us underway, and it's Bradford Park Avenue who get the game started. And the ball is played out to Whiting early on. He plays it forward. Park Avenue will be hoping for a fast start here at Nethermoor Park. Again, the last visit here was that 2-2 draw nearly 2 years ago, December 2021. Mason O'Malley, who found the back of the net at the weekend in that 4-1 win against Ilkeston Town. Oh, and the referee gets in the way of an early pass from Brad Doherty, and maybe an unplanned touch there for the referee just 30 seconds in. In fact, Park Avenue are going to get the ball for that anyway.
Yeah, looking for Lucas Dunstan out on the right-hand side. Looks like an orthodox 4-3-3 with a holding midfielder of Will Lancaster in the Park Avenue.
Yeah, here's O'Malley, plays it forward now, and that's not a bad ball towards Hopper. There was a deflection on the pass. Hopper in possession, and he turns well. He's still got the ball, Hopper, here. He's doing well to hold off his man and eventually loses out. I believe that touch was from Jamil Eibel, and that's going to be a throw-in the favour of the host, Guiseley. To Nethermoor Park, a stadium that opened back in 1909, so a lot of history and tradition around this place, 114 years ago. So certainly a lot of history and tradition around the place we're currently sitting, as that's a good flick on from Denton, who then ball's then played forward by, I believe, from Danny Devine. Danny Devine will be known well around these parts, formerly of Bradford City Football Club, Danny Devine. So obviously made 54 senior appearances for them as well, so he'll be hoping to make an impression for the host today. And just to let you know about the goalkeeper for Guiseley, Oliver Battersby, he only joined the club last Friday actually, so he was in the team on Saturday against Lancaster, where they did concede a couple of goals, but a late signing from him, and that's ball played forward now. That's well cleared forward though from Guiseley, and then it's well won in the air from Whiting, and then the clearance is completed there by Will Lancaster. And the ball goes out of play 2 minutes in. That 2 minutes is actually flown by Arthur, I think, and obviously both teams kind of getting into the game. Yeah,
you mentioned Nethermoor Park being quite a traditional ground. It's filling up quite nicely here today with Park Avenue and Guiseley fans all coming for this bank holiday fixture. Interesting to see what Park Avenue will bring on the ball as the ball goes forward from Guiseley, who are shooting from right to left. Park Avenue going from left to right from our perspective.
Absolutely. Ball played forward now from O'Malley up towards Hopper. Hopper then plays it forward, and Eibel will deal with that. He was looking for Longbottom. 3 goals so far this season for him. And does Doherty keep that in? No, but he wins a throw-in and takes it quickly. And this might be a bit of a chance here. The ball's going to be played in. Good defending, though, from Jamil Eibel. Really did well there, the centre-back. Stuck with his man. Good challenge, and his clearance goes over the dugout.
Yeah, I hope they've got a ladder to get that one out. Will Lancaster bombing on down the left-hand side. Past Brad Doherty, gets the ball, and, like you say, a good block from Jamil Eibel.
Yeah, and the throw-in is going to be taken. Doherty gives it back there to O'Malley, and then he plays it back to Doherty, but he's beaten to it. I believe that was by Tom Denton, and that's going to be a throw-in to Guiseley. And 3 minutes played. We'll give you some score updates and a bit of an update on Park Avenue's league table position where we can. The throw-in is going to be taken here from Aidan Walker for the hosts, and he does throw it forward, and Denton, well, I thought he was going to win that header, but somehow he's beaten in the air, which I don't think would be possible in this game. Ball played forward. Kenworthy's come a long way here, but he's going to let that drop through into his 18-yard box. First touch for him, and he throws it out now to Colville, who's beaten to it well, though. Good play from Stacey. And then Stacey plays it back to Aidan Walker, gives it away, and Longbottom might be in here. Longbottom goes into the area, chance to shoot. Oh, and he's fluffed his lines. High, wide, and not at all handsome there from Longbottom. Good position, though. The ball very well won back. And in the end, he just maybe lacked composure about Longbottom. Great chance Park Avenue early on.
Yeah, got in behind there and didn't seem to go at the defence with much pace. Well, there was no defence there. He didn't seem to go with much pace. Great defending, obviously, to get back across, but I don't think he got any of the ball. One thing I did notice was the ball was slightly bobbling. Obviously, I'm not going to completely put him down to that, but yeah, disappointing. Perhaps should have found the net.
Yeah, really good chance there for him. He's actually stayed down here as well. Hopefully this is not too much of an injury concern, but he looks in some discomfort right now as the goalkeeper, Oliver Battersby, has the ball in his hands, and he's still down in the penalty area, Longbottom. A man, of course, 3 goals, Park Avenue's top scorer this season. He went through really well there, to be honest. It was the ball was well won back in the centre of the park. He had a lot of space to run into, and a golden early chance of Park Avenue missed from him. He's trying to get it up a little bit now. He's sitting up at least, and might be a bit of a a bit of a problem. Hopefully he's okay to continue. I mean, obviously Park Avenue do have their options on the bench. Chinedu Osadebe, who last week, of course, Arthur, we saw score a brilliant goal at home to Morpeth Town. He looks like he might be okay. He goes off the pitch for now, but hopefully Longbottom is okay to continue.
Yeah, he looks all right, I believe. That's exactly what Park Avenue will want from the start, though, is, putting them on the front, going on the front foot, putting that Guiseley defence under pressure. I know you look at the last 2 victories, that has been a massive part of Mark Bauer's tactics, is really starting on the front foot, the attackers defending, first line of defence, and creating opportunities where they can.
Yeah, ball up towards Doherty. That's well headed away. Clearance completed, and then Lancaster heads it up in the air. And then the ball was played forward. Longbottom, who is back on the field now, is beaten to the ball, and then it's headed forward by Harrison Hopper. The ball forward. This might be one to deal with for Havern, but he does very well to clear that forward. And then the ball's headed away. Longbottom can't control. Walker wins it back. And then it's going to be Whelan who goes back to his goalkeeper. And that is Oliver Battersby. He plays it forward. That's well. The ball in the air from O'Malley. And then Lancaster wins it in the middle of the park as well. A lot of head tennis going on right now. And Luca Havern can play it forward. And that's up towards Colville. I don't think he's getting there. And controlled from Kendall, who's backed himself into a corner but wins this side a throw in. And 6.5 minutes in, nearly it's flown by so far, Arthur. But let's say a positive start from Park Avenue overall. Yeah,
definitely. Looking forward to the rest of the fixture. Harry Colville being active on the right wing as Tom Denton wins another header.
Yeah, and it's well won back from O'Malley, though. And that's good play. That is a foul, but the referee's going to play on. Doherty, can he cut inside? No, the referee does pull it back eventually. There could be a yellow card coming out here. Guiseley players protest saying that the ball had already been played after the advantage. Definitely a foul on Harrison Hopper there. It was a late challenge in the middle of the park, and he now stays down in some discomfort, and the yellow card has come out. Not quite sure who's into the referee's notebook there. We'll have to have a look. It's trying to get the number on the shirt. It's got Luca Havern currently in the way, so I can't actually see. He's not turned around yet. Eventually, we will give you confirmation on who it is. It's going to be the number 7. So it's Callum Chippendale who goes into the referee's notebook. So number 7, bringing down number 7 in the middle of the park. And late challenge, but either way, that is a free kick for Park Avenue. It's a long way from goal, admittedly, and Longbottom's going to be the man over it.
Yeah, it was a harsh challenge, that. Number 7 on number 7 in the 7th minute there. Hopper being side down by Chippendale as Longbottom will look to put the ball into the area.
Yeah, Longbottom, the man over it. Can he produce something here? He goes out to the left to Doherty. It's a smart ball. Doherty goes into the area. Doherty does well. He goes so far, plays it in, and he always tapped in from Longbottom, who makes it 1-0 to Bradford Park Avenue. Brilliant positive play. 8 minutes on the clock, and the away side take the lead. And Longbottom has his 4th goal of the season. And wow, you've got to say, brilliant play. It was Longbottom who started that, passed it out to the left. Doherty, brilliant play, keeps the ball in. Longbottom ghosting into the area, no one tracks him. And it's a simplest finish for the number 11, 4th goal of the season. Park Avenue lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can class that as a 1-2, but I think that is what it was. Longbottom with a smart free kick, looking like he was going to hang the ball into the area with his left foot. He instead plays it out wide to Brad Doherty. And I must say, I think it was poor defending. He was sort of shown into the box. Doherty obviously took that advantage, drove into the box with the ball, went all the way to the byline, into the 6-yard box, dinked it over to the back stick, and Longbottom was there to tap it home.
Well, what a start for Bradford Park Avenue. They had a chance to take the lead early on with Longbottom, which he missed, and this time, though, he made no mistake. Brilliant play from Doherty, it's got to be said as well. And Bradford Park Avenue lead 1-0 at the Nethermore Park, as that ball's headed away well from Havern. Doherty goes to win it, up against Ollie Brown, and eventually the ball comes to O'Malley, who did find the net at the weekend in that 4-1 win over Ilkeston. Ball played down the line, and Jamal Eibel asked his goalkeeper to come there, but there wasn't really enough legs on the ball, and Eibel, for the 2nd time in the game, puts the clearance way over the stands. And Park Avenue started this game so well. You can really tell Park Avenue are a team full of confidence at the moment with the way they're playing. And here is Havern, who can find Lucas Dunstan. And Dunstan goes back to Havern, who's coming in for the injured Mitch Lund. And he goes back to Sykes Kenworthy. And he plays one away. It's a good ball actually to O'Malley. Good distribution there from the goalkeeper. And that's given away in the middle of the park. Comes off Danny Devine and goes out for a throw in. But I think if you're Mark Bauer, you couldn't be happy with his opening 10 minutes. You've taken the lead, another chance as well. Very good start from Park Avenue.
Yeah, the majority of the play has been in the Guiseley half as well, which is one thing to keep an eye on. When the ball does come back into the Park Avenue half, they seem pretty settled, I'd say, with Havern having most of the ball, I'd say.
Absolutely, and here's O'Malley about to take the throw in. Well, Longbottom is certainly in form now. 4 goals this season in his opening 6 games. He's really come into form. Obviously 2 goals at the weekend as well. 3 in his last 2 now. That's well cleared from Jack Whiting, just putting it over. And there's going to be a lot of balls to collect from that end today if the way this is going. That's the 3rd one in the opening 10 minutes that's been put over.
Straight into the cricket net, that was.
Absolutely, as that's well won by Whiting, who clears it. And that's a chance to cross in for Guiseley, but that's going to be easily taken by George Sykes Kenworthy. Well, to be fair to Ollie Brown, he put the ball in there, and you've seen what he was trying to do, and no one was really in there. So here's a Dunstan. He's got Colville on the overlap, and now it's going to go back to Lancaster, who then goes back to Sykes Kenworthy.
Yeah, again, seem pretty comfortable on the ball, Park Avenue, not being put under too much pressure, and when they can get it out into space, they do have a lot of time on the ball.
Absolutely, as the ball is now with Whiting, who can play it forward, and that in the end is more hit spent. So he goes in for a harsh challenge. He won the ball, according to the referee, and I think he's got that right. Ball played over to Colville. Can he get there? No, he won't. Good starting position there from Oliver Battersby, and he gets the ball. But again, Park Avenue, when they've got it so positive with it, and that was a Derby challenge, it's fair to say there, wasn't it, from Spencer?
Yeah, I mean, Spencer went in first, and he won the ball. Yes, he may have dove in a little bit, but it was Aidan Walker of... as Guiseley go forward.
Guiseley come forward with Stacey. Stacey, maybe a chance to get it on the left foot. Stacey Dunstan's done well there. Can Stacey get anything from it? Dunstan takes him out to the corner flag, gets the cross in. It's a good ball. It's a header from Jackson, and it just goes wide. As we've seen from Guiseley all game. It's good play, it's got to be said, from Stacey. She's been shepherded out to that left flank. He gets the cross in. It's inevitable Denton's going to get his head on that. But to be fair, he doesn't really get enough on it to trouble Sykes Kenworthy. And that was a threat from Guiseley.
Yeah, Dunstan did really well with Stacey initially, guiding him out of the area and into a less dangerous position. But he did really well, did Stacey, to put that ball, hang it into the area, just in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box. And it wasn't too far away, we must say that. It just flew just past Kenworthy's far post.
Yeah, it kind of trickled wide more than anything, didn't it? It was not a bad effort, really, but that's something for Guiseley to get encouraged by, really. I think Park Avenue have certainly been on top so far, but that's a chance for Guiseley and something for them to really get behind. So if you're Park Avenue, you don't want to let that happen too much, but the crosses into the box are, of course, going to be a threat with someone the size of Denton getting on the end of it as it's headed away from a Dunstan. And now Guiseley win. That's another strong challenge, but the ball is won. Longbottom closes down the left back. The left back Kendall, and that's a foul, and that's going to be a free kick conceded by Lancaster just in the centre circle. And now Guiseley again seem to be growing into this game in the last few moments. Park Avenue made a fantastic flying start, looking for their first away win of the season. Mark Bauer's side. So far they're on track to do that, but obviously this is another free kick to deal with. Maybe he might flight this one into the area. Yeah,
Lancaster will be disappointed with that one. Just miscontrolled his first touch and ended up having to lunge in at a challenge that he missed time, but we have to say, and 1-0 to Park Avenue 13 minutes in, but Guiseley just grown a little bit stronger in the past couple of minutes.
Absolutely, it's going to be Joe Stacey who's come back to take this. It's going to be flighted in, and it's to the back post, and Sykes Kenworthy comes, and we've got something on. It's going to be a corner. He came and he actually collided with Jamie Spencer as well. It was come a long way there, Sykes Kenworthy, didn't he? It was actually the number 3, Reece Kendall, going for the ball, and he's collided with his own man, and Spencer looking in a bit of discomfort there, but it's going to be a corner either way. Sykes Kenworthy came, gamble, didn't get there, but it's a corner to Guiseley.
Yeah, it was an early call from George Sykes Kenworthy of keepers, and he came there and he did get hands on the ball, but just collided in the air as the corner's about to be whipped in.
It's like Stacey, who plays one to the back post. Not a bad delivery, it's too far actually. It was Kendall who went to get there and he couldn't. Kendall does then play one back in. It's not a bad ball, but it's well dealt with by a Dunstan. And then the header is Spencer, who's there. He heads it back, and and is that a high boot? Yes, the referee gives the free kick, and I think a Dunstan it was who went to get there. And we see that so often, don't we, Arthur, where a defender puts the head in and the strike goes, well, the attacker goes for it with his foot, and always the defender gets the decision, and we saw that again there.
Yeah, some groans from the Guiseley fans around us. I must say that O'Malley's head was quite low. It was almost down by his knees there. So quite a harsh decision off high foot. But like you say, you see them given so often now. As Sites Kenworthy will take the free kick just outside the area.
After a really good start for Park Avenue, Guiseley have grown into it the last few moments. Obviously, with being the home team, we do expect them to have their moments. A very good attendance today here at Nethermoor Park as well. As I've said, the stadium certainly has filled up as Hopper has it now. He does well there to win a throw-in, actually, off Aidan Walker. Good play from Harrison Hopper. Played a big part in the second goal at the weekend against Ilkeston Town. A brilliant assist with the outside of his boot. And it's going to be a throw-in taken from Mason O'Malley. And that's controlled from the goal scorer Longbottom, who goes out to O'Malley again. Hopper on the overlap. And Hopper trying to see what he can do with it. He's got a bit of room here, and he spins away. Is he fouled? No, he stays on his feet, and surely he's fouled that time he is. And that is a free kick. Could have been 2 free kicks in one there. A good play from Hopper, though, to win his side that challenge.
Yeah, promising attacks down that left-hand side for Park Avenue. Seems to have the right back and right centre-half on strings of Guiseley. 2 challenges there. First one could have been a little bit soft, but that second one, there's no doubt there. That's a free kick.
100%, and it's Longbottom. It might well be over this. Going to be an out-swinger. Delivery, 16 minutes in at Nethermoor Park. Guiseley 0, Bradford Park Avenue 1. Longbottom's goal after 8 minutes, I believe, giving the lead to Park Avenue. Mark Bauer back at a place, obviously, he knows very, very well. And he's got the result he'd want so far, but very early in the game as the cross is going to come in. It's an in-swinger, and it's dealt with at the near post. I think that was the finest effort in the world from, not quite sure who took the free kick, Harry Colville. Not quite sure who took it with the angle I was at, but... And here come Guiseley forward as the ball's played over the top, but that should be dealt with, and is dealt with by Brad Doherty, the number 9, doing his defensive duties. And Sites Kenworthy then can kick the ball forward. And it's Lancaster who goes for it. He's beaten in the air. Spencer heads it back forward. And now it's out with the number 11, Stacey, who does keep that alive. And it's going to be won in the air by Denton. And then Dunstan can clear it away. Denton goes to get it back. Been a pinball going on, and eventually Denton will see it out, and that will be a throw-in to Park Avenue. Good play from Dunstan. But again, a little bit of head tennis going on middle of the park, and yeah, both teams at the moment a little bit scrappy, but both teams are really starting to settle into the game now.
Yeah, Guiseley started off a little bit slow in the first 10 minutes, but have grown into it more and more now, winning those battles. Oh, as Doherty might go through here.
It's a mistake by eyeball. Doherty might be in here. Takes the touch. In the end, I believe it's going to be Ollie Brown who gets back there. He had a good head start, Ollie Brown, didn't he? And Doherty's touch maybe a little bit heavy and allowed him to not get in. But that's another chance for Park Avenue, who are getting joy in them areas of the field as the ball's thrown up now. And is that a foul? The referee's, is he going to give anything there? No, the Park Avenue still have the ball, though. A chance now for Spencer to put one in. Longbottom goes to get there. He nearly got a glancing header onto it, and it comes through to Oliver Battersby. But good ball into the box there, and Longbottom just took a little touch. Might have caused problems for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, we've seen when Park Avenue really get at and drive at that Guiseley defence that they are a little bit susceptible to mistakes.
Whiting's done very well to win that in the air, and then it's cleared away from Havern. And volley comes in on the edge of the area. Good block from Spencer, and the shot came in from the fellow number 8, Danny Devine. And every time that ball goes forward, you just fear Tom Denton's going to win a meaningful header, of course, and flick one on because he's such a threat in the air. But to be fair to Whiting, he did beat him in the air on that occasion.
Yeah, Whiting's not the biggest lad, and Tom Denton certainly is, but he did really well there to get above him and win that first ball.
As the ball is on the right-hand side now, chance for Guiseley to cross, and it's going to be cleared away well from Whiting. And he's done well. He's conceded to throw in, though. And that will be taken from Aidan Walker, who goes back. And now there's a chance maybe to get a cross in. That's charged down, though, from Doherty. And a little bit more urgency maybe needed there from Guiseley as they have the ball, trying to put one into the box. They've certainly got bodies there. As the throw-in is going to be taken once again on that far right-hand side. It's in towards the number 10 of Guiseley. Ball played into the middle. That's well headed away, though, at the back post by, I believe, by Lancaster. And Longbottom can complete the clearance. And actually think it was Gabriel Johnson coming round the back there. I haven't mentioned his name yet for Guiseley, Johnson, but he was coming round the back. Good defender on that occasion from Jamie Spencer.
Yeah, Jamie Spencer there, filling in that back area. Johnson getting more of the ball slightly now, just trying to get their attackers into play as the ball goes forward to Denton, who wins again, who finds Johnson.
And Guiseley coming forward now. Chances for Ollie Brown. Can he get one in? That's good defending from O'Malley. Brown gets it back. Walker can lift one in. It's going to be Denton who goes to get that. Well, I think Guiseley fans are appealing more than anything, but I thought that was a foul from Denson, but I'll see it back in. Eyeball lets it go under his foot, and it might be a weak back pass long, but oh no, it's going to have enough legs on it. I thought for a moment there that pass wasn't going to have the legs on it to reach the goalkeeper Battersby, and it's control in the middle of the park. Denson heads it on, and that's a chance. It's a free kick for Guiseley, right on the edge of the area. I believe Jack Whiting might be the man who's conceded it.
Yeah, high foot's there.
High foot. I believe the challenge might have been on Gabriel Johnson,
yep.
Actually. He was the man running through, and eventually it ran through to Saxon. 20 minutes in, and Guiseley have a dangerous free kick here, and the host has got to be said, growing into this game.
Well, all of a sudden, it sort of took another turn there. Like you said, Tom Denton, I think he did get a push in the back, but not enough for it to be deemed a foul in the box. You said that he then went clattered into the back of Havern. The ball then went flying forward, poor back pass from Eyeball, and Will Longbottom nearly got on the end of it. The ball then went back forward from Oliver Battersby in the Guiseley goal. And like you say, here's a free kick from Guiseley, about 25 yards out in a central position.
It's Joe Stacey who could be over it. And it's actually noticed he's actually backed away from it here. I believe this actually might be the number 3, Reece Kendall, who fancies it here. Well, it's a very dangerous position. This is quite central. This could be problems for Park Avenue.
Yeah, 4-man wall, Longbottom, Spencer.
It is Kendall to take it. It's low, and it's hit the wall. And Kendall will get a second bite of the cherry, and this one is volleyed wide. We bigged up that dangerous position. It was a pretty poor free kick. The volley comes back in, and it's harmlessly wide from the left back.
Well, the initial free kick, I don't think left the floor. The volley on the way back sort of flew a little bit nicer off the foot, although comfortably wide off Sykes Kenworthy's goal. 1-0 to Park Avenue after 21 minutes here.
Yeah, it's been obviously 10 minutes where Park Avenue started the game so well. To be honest, they really were on top, and then all of a sudden, guys, they have thrown back into it in the last 10 minutes, and they do offer a threat going forward. I think Joe Stacey in particular, his ability to cross the ball, and certainly been there to be seen as the ball's played forward from Sykes Kenworthy. Flicked on away, up in the air from Whelan. Back forward from a Dunstan, and it's well won in the air by Eyeball. And then it's headed back from Lancaster to O'Malley. He plays it forward, and Eyeball wins it again, the skipper of Guiseley. That's well won, though, and now Doherty has it on the left, goes to go forward. Good defending from Kendall. No, sorry, from Walker, my apologies. Of course, it was that right-hand side for the first goal. We saw Doherty, brilliant run on that left-hand side. Goes past a couple of Guiseley players, puts in a brilliant ball, and well, Longbottom couldn't miss really, could he, from that position? And what a goal it really was.
Definitely, and you look for more of that hopefully going forward. Still look to be able to get down that left-hand side. Hopper, Doherty, Lancaster, Spencer, all linking up with Longbottom, hopefully cleaning up in the middle, but slightly worrying that guys, they have grown into it. The crowd are getting on the back of the officials now as well, so you might see a few more decisions go their way, but Park Avenue will look to get more of the ball as Hopper's brought down in the middle of the park and seems, no, referee's not given a decision.
He's not interested as the ball's headed away from Fern, and then Denson goes to win it. He heads it backwards in the end, and that's picked up from the number 7, Chippendale. Chippendale goes to in the end. The ball's won from O'Malley, and as you say about decisions maybe going Guiseley, we saw one there a moment ago, possibly a free kick. I'm not sure there was enough in that, to be honest, though, and the decision goes the way of Guiseley. And now it falls with Hopper, and Hopper can play it forward here. It's over the top. Longbottom tries to get there. Good touch from Kendall, and then the clearance completed from Kendall himself. It's only given as far as a Dunstan who can bring it forward now. A Dunstan might have a chance to cross here. Dunstan goes a long way. He checks back to Longbottom. Longbottom can find Spencer, who hits it. Good block from Eyeball. Comes out there. Good defending from the centre-back. Ball played forward, and then an offside position. Hopper, does come back from an offside position. And Guiseley survived that one. But, good chance of Dunstan allowed to go a long way with the ball in the end, though. Good Guiseley defended it pretty well. Yeah,
interesting that Dunstan was allowed to carry the ball almost from inside the Guiseley half all the way into their area. He turned back, found Longbottom, he then found Spencer on the area. And what a challenge from Jamil Eyeball, the captain of Guiseley. He came absolutely flying in from nowhere to allow nothing of the Spencer shot, as there will be an offside keeper clearance.
It's going to be Battersby who plays it forward. Bradford Park Avenue will move up to sixth as things stand. Of course, a long, long way to go in the Northern Premier League results. But, that's certainly a foul. And is he on a yellow card? I believe if that's the same player.
He's gone.
A red card.
He is gone.
And it's actually Callum Chippendale who's seen red in this derby here. The number 7 has been sent off for a foul in the middle of the park. It's second bookable offence. And you immediately saw the Park Avenue players surrounding the referee. And all of he is off, and the Park Avenue fans sing cheerio, and it's a red card for Callum Chippendale. And it's got to be said, when you're on a yellow card, making a challenge like that, you're walking a tightrope. And this is a red card for Guiseley at this point in the game. 25 minutes in, as they were growing into it, it's a bitter blow.
Well, he's still on the field trying to make his case with the referee, but what on earth was he thinking there? He got a silly yellow card earlier, and that one's even worse, to be honest. Nowhere near the ball. Lancaster just touched, oh, was it Hopper, sorry, touched it around him, and just nowhere near the ball. No need to make that challenge inside the Park Avenue half, and he's put Guiseley at a further disadvantage. 1 goal down, and now a man down as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, both his fouls have ironically been on Harrison Hopper in this game. Actually, you mentioned earlier on, they're fouling the number 7 in the 7th minute. And now, 17 minutes later, he sends off for the foul. It's like, again, the Bradford Park Avenue fans sing Callum Chippendale away. Chippendale, well, certainly not going to be a day to remember for him. I mean, we did see yesterday in the Premier League, Liverpool, 10-man, 1 goal down, came back to win. So there's no foregone conclusion here, but this gives Park Avenue a significant advantage now.
Definitely look to hold on to this lead and further it, and more as Chippendale is told time to go, amongst other things that I can't repeat by the Park Avenue fans. Got to take advantage of this now.
Absolutely, and a 10-man disadvantage. Will they make a change? Actually, Paul Phillips might well look to his bench. Can't see any players warming up. It's a centre midfielder that they have lost, I believe. And Park Avenue in possession now with a Dunstan, and he finds Colville. Ball now with Lancaster, and now all of a sudden you see the Guiseley fans, they're going to get really frustrated, you'd imagine. I mean, it's such a disadvantage when you're a goal down and a man down. But however, don't forget, a couple of weeks ago Park Avenue had this situation and they drew the game 1-1, so it's certainly no formality they're going to win this, as Colville gets it back from the Dunstan.
Yeah, looks like Gabriel Johnson's just tucked into that midfield where Chippendale's left as the Dunstan goes down the right-hand side.
Plays one in, that's good defending from Eyeball, who gets back there and he clears it away. Stacey then heads it away and then plays it forward, but no one up there at all for Guiseley, and that allows Whiting to control and go out to O'Malley, who then plays one forward. It's a good ball, actually, up towards... Is that a foul by Hopper? It is a foul from Hopper. Maybe a little bit of a, sympathy decision there. Red card just happened and stuff, and don't think there was much in that, to be honest. But foul given against the number 7.
Yeah, smart defending. Just put his body in between Hopper and the ball and gave no other option for the referee. The referee is just holding play up as I think Ivel's just doing his shoelaces. But I mentioned previously that Park Avenue had a lot, and there's a substitution that will be made just quickly.
It is. It's going to be, I believe it's Denton coming off, and Callaghan is the man coming on, I believe. I believe it might well be Will Callaghan. Very surprised at Denton being the player.
Callaghan, hang on, no, it's not. It's Callum Murphy.
Callum Murphy.
Callaghan's one of ours.
Yeah, sorry, yes. My apologies there. Looking at the wrong team. Callum Murphy, the man coming on. Tom Denton, the man being replaced. And I've got to say, I'm very surprised with maybe the counter-attacks in mind here from Paul Phillips. Well, I think that's kind of an odd decision, it's fair to say. And the ball has headed forward, and that's an early change for Guiseley. Obviously, the red card in mind, you've got to consider that. Changes the game plan altogether, and the height threat of Tom Denton, well, it's no longer in this game. And something else to think about, though, Callum Murphy?
Yeah, I think it was a decision that they had to make. Gabriel Johnson's dropped into the midfield, and I mentioned previously that Park Avenue had a lot of time on the ball in defence and midfield, lots of pockets of space, and now with 10 men and only 1 man up front, those pockets seem to be even bigger. We see Havern and Whiting knock it in between, and Harry Colville will pick up the ball in the right back position. And plenty of time on the ball for Park Avenue here, just got to stay confident and look for further chances.
Absolutely, as the ball's in possession with Park Avenue now as well. Lancaster are going to keep a lot of the ball here, playing in their red away kit, looking for their first away win of the campaign. Bradford Park Avenue would be their 3rd win on the bounce altogether. As the ball's played out to the right-hand side here to Hopper, who plays it forward to a Dunstan, who's playing more of an advanced role at the moment, a Dunstan. This is very good play from Park Avenue. A lot of passes in this move, and they have won the ball back, actually. It's good play from Spencer. Goes out to the left to O'Malley. O'Malley back into Spencer again. He goes out to Doherty on the left. Doherty goes... This is similar position to where the goal came from. Good defending, though, on that occasion. It's got to be said from Walker. Corner conceded.
Yeah, interesting to see that Walker's defending. It's twice now that he seems to have shown Brad Doherty towards the line, towards the 6-yard box. And Brad Doherty says, yes, please, I will take that all day, and looks to try and fire a ball across like he did for the first goal.
Absolutely long bottom it will be with the corner. He's going to take it short, maybe. He thought about taking it short, but instead he's going to go into the box. He does, takes it in, and that's going to be easily headed away from the number 4, Lee Whelan. Ball played back forward, and there's had a foul. I think the offside flag would have gone up against Doherty, and Oliver Battersby has the ball in his possession. 30 minutes played, Guiseley 0, Bradford Park Avenue 1. But the story of this game is the red card that was shown to Callum Chippendale, the Guiseley midfielder, just a few minutes ago. Obviously, the story of the game is also the goal from long bottom, I must say, because that's what has put Bradford Park Avenue in front, and it was 11 versus 11 at that point as well. But again, the game so far from Park Avenue will be happy with the position they're in, because before the red card, Guiseley were growing in this game.
Yeah, it seems to have just killed all momentum for them, really. Park Avenue started off strong, like you said, in the first 10 minutes. Then Guiseley had a good period of around 10 minutes getting balls in. Gabriel Johnson went just wide of George Sykes Kenworthy's far post with a header in the middle. But interesting to see how Guiseley reply now, perhaps a change of shape.
The ball goes into the middle. This might be dangerous. Sykes Kenworthy has to get there and does, and he handles that well, Sykes Kenworthy, in the end, because it was a chance to put the ball in, and it was a dangerous one. But in the end, Sykes Kenworthy, he always seemed in control of it next to Stacey, didn't he? And he gets the ball well.
Yeah, I think the defenders will be quite happy, actually, that Tom Denton's come off the field. He was winning quite a lot in the air, it must be said. Although they did do well to contain him and keep him in less dangerous areas. But with only one man up front, Callum Murphy, the Irishman, he's not the biggest lad. He is quick, I do believe, but interesting to see that the battle between the centre halves is no longer one with the big man.
So he goes down there, Doherty. That's not going to be a free kick for Doherty's favour. It's going to be a throw-in, which is taken. That's a really nice turn, actually, as well, from Johnson. And in the end, he gives it away, though. They just can't keep hold of the ball at the moment, Guiseley. That has been the problem. Just can't keep the ball. As a pigeon makes his appearance and flies past.
Yeah.
As the ball goes forward, and Eyeball is there to clear. And it's going to be a Dunstan who's backed in a bit, and he plays it off Stacey.
He's done very well there. He's done very well. Dunstan stopped playing for a moment.
It could be a chance here. Stacey into the area. He gets a shot away. It's the weak effort.
Wasted.
Well, Lucas Dunstan play to the whistle would be the message. He never played to the whistle. Stacey gets it, keeps it in play, gets it onto his less favoured right foot, and in the end he scuffs his shot. It's easy save for Sykes Kenworthy. That, for me, is probably the best chance Guiseley have had so far with 10 men, and what a chance it actually turned out to be. But did that ball go out of play? I'm not really so sure, but even that's a let off of Park Avenue.
I think Joe Stacey did really well there. Luca Havard and Lucas Dunstan disagreed, giving the linesman a bit of an earful there. But that is not something you cannot do if you're Lucas Dunstan. Stacey has shown that he is dangerous going down this left-hand side. As Luca Havard still going on it, much to the delight of the Guiseley fans that you may be able to hear. But Lucas Dunstan, he completely switched off there. He was looking and looking at the linesman as Stacey was going further and further. And you have to say that's an opportunity wasted for Guiseley, who are down to 10 men.
Absolutely. Well, Oliver Battersby has had the ball at his feet there, and he really made a mess of that. Cleared it way over the stand. He got that horribly wrong. Battersby, not really seen him make a save, to be fair, other than the goal. We're picking the ball out of his net. He's not really had to make a save, and that's maybe something Park Avenue will want to improve on as the game goes on. It's still 1-0 to the away side, a goal advantage and a man advantage in the game, as O'Malley throws it forward to Doherty. And is he fouled? Doherty is fouled, and that's a free kick in Park Avenue's favour. A couple of players went in on him there. I think Doherty's going to be a shout for man of the match so far. That's early days, obviously, of course, but created the first goal, and every time he's had the ball, he's been so lively in this game.
Yeah, just stands up with quite a low centre of gravity and doesn't really allow the right back to know where he's going to go next. And like I said, we've seen him beat him a couple of times. Once put the ball into the box and found Will Longbottom for the finish, as Longbottom will look to hang the ball into the area once more.
Yeah, Longbottom, I believe Colville are the two players over it. A chance to put the ball into the box. Maybe a dangerous position, and it is going to be Colville who takes it. It's towards the back post. Spencer goes to win it. He's beaten in the air. And it comes to Hopper on the edge of the area. Can he do anything with it? He goes out wide to the right for now. And in the end, a misunderstanding between him and Whiting. And this might be a chance. Stacey in possession. Goes to run forward. Dunstan gets there, does he? Oh, Dunstan's done well, but Stacey still has possession. And he's got the foul. It is a foul from Dunstan. And that's going to be a free kick. You hear the fans around us going crazy. It's a free kick. I think that's a little bit harsh, personally. He got his body in the way, though. And I've got to say, despite being down to 10 men, Joe Stacey is a real threat in this game for the hosts.
Yeah, I think the referee's getting a card out here for Lucas Dunstan. Potentially for dissent, I actually think. He carried on going and carried on going there. I'm not sure that was a challenge worth of a yellow card.
I think it was the dissent afterwards, which got him into the referee's notebook there. Completely understandable. It's good play from Stacey. I thought he lost it at first and then eventually keeps it. And then he goes beyond his man, and it's a little bit of a barge, I think, Definitely not a yellow card worthy foul, but I think the dissent. And then Joe Stacey is going to take this, gets back to his feet. And there might be a chance for him to put a dangerous ball in. He's standing over it now. Stacey has got to check. He's got to messy this scenario. You might want Tom Denton on the field. To be honest, the ball does come into the back post, and it's going to be too high. The flag goes up, and not really what you want to do if you Guiseley down to 10 men. You've got to make the most of these situations, and on that occasion, they didn't.
Well, I've been really impressed with Stacey today, but that ball was shocking. It beat every single man in the box, and the flag went up as well, so no troubles for Park Avenue there. But interesting to see that they have been coming down this left-hand side and getting a little bit of success. Dunstan now on a yellow card. I'm sure Stacey will be going even more at him, trying to even the playing fields up and get it back to 10 versus 10. Just 10 minutes left in this half. Park Avenue still leading 1-0 against the 10 men of Guiseley as the ball just sits at Sykes Kenworthy's feet, who looks into Lancaster.
Yeah, Park Avenue happy to keep possession. They have a lot of space in the forward areas, Park Avenue. Obviously, the substitute coming on was Callum Murphy. Not really seen too much of the ball yet, but he certainly offers something different. And he flicks it on there. It's a good flick on as well. And this could be an opportunity here for Johnson. Good chance into the middle, is he? Going to get onto that left foot. He plays it in. And in the end, they can't get it out of their feet, and it's cleared away. And now Park Avenue with a chance. It's Colville looking for options. Colville goes down the line to Longbottom. He's nudged off it by Eyeball, and the linesman doesn't give anything. There's certainly appeals. The referee says no, and that's flicked on.
That was a foul.
And that's Murphy who played it forward up towards Johnson. Can Johnson get there? He does. He heads it down. And here comes Whelan. Plays it by Stacey, won't get there. That was trying to play. And it's still 1-0. And the crowd around us are really getting amped up. This is a proper derby game now. A proper derby game now, Arthur.
Yeah, I'm just looking at more discussions with this linesman. Jamie Spencer getting a bit of abuse from his forward. There's a little smile on his face as some of the Guiseley fans do go at him. I think that was a foul on Will Longbottom. Bit of late contact, although he did go to ground perhaps a little bit easily, which made the linesman decision a little bit easier for him. But Guiseley were going forward there.
Oh, Doherty with, wow, that would have been some touch if he got the way. It was a great touch, but couldn't quite keep the ball under his control. It runs through to Oliver Battersby, the goalkeeper, who then kicks it forward. That's an awkward one for Whiting, who lets that ball bounce and come through to Sykes Kenworthy. Again, that sort of area, Denson would have been relishing them sort of balls forward. Don't want to keep bringing him up, but every time Guiseley play the ball forward, you can't help but feel like it.
Yeah, they come down the right-hand side a little bit more now as well. Obviously, Stacey was doing well on the left, getting a Dunstan in the book. But Gabriel Johnson, since he's moved out onto the right-hand side, has provided a little bit of danger. Putting some good balls in and linking up with the substitute, Callum Murphy.
Absolutely, as the ball's in possession now of Luke Havern. And Havern finds his fellow centre-back Whiting. 37.5 minutes played at Nethermoor Park. It's Guiseley 0, Bradford Park Avenue 1. Park Avenue with a goal advantage and the man advantage, and a good ball forward now. Doherty could be in here. The flag goes up. No, it's not Doherty, sorry. Spencer could have been in. The flag went up, and I think it's quite fortunate that it did, because Eyeball had a tug on him there, didn't he? And that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, Spencer and Colville in behind there. He was offside. I was looking at it the whole time. It was just about half a yard offside there, but not a mistake from the linesman. But like you said, he was in behind there, and if he hadn't put his flag up there, that was danger for Guiseley and potentially 2-0.
Eyeball, of course, if he did pull him down, that could have been a red card as well. So it could have been 11 versus 9 in worst case. But here comes the free kick now from Battersby. Plays it forward, and Willoughby one in the air from Johnson. He goes to get it back, and Whiting does well to clear. And then that's going to be played forward. It's going to be flicked on by Kendall, and then headed back in from Devine. Played forward there, though, by Lancaster. Eyeball now can go back to his goalkeeper. And Battersby being closed down, and that's cool feet there from Battersby. I mean, classic goalkeeping feet. And, well, Longbottom tried to get there. He was unfortunately didn't, but good goalkeeping. Calm and composed in that position.
Yeah, that's the biggest cheer of the day from the Guiseley fans. 1-0 down to 10 minutes to go forward now.
It's a cross into by Gabriel Johnson, and man of Guiseley in the game. that came out of nowhere, really. A ball in from the right-hand side. It's a good delivery. It's well flicked on from Johnson. It's got to be said. It's a good header.
Yeah, it's a good goal. It started off all the way from the goalkeeper, Ollie Batterby. Ball rolling and sending Will Longbottom cut the wrong way.
Well, it's got to be said, Park Avenue, a man advantage, a goal advantage, conceding the equaliser. It's a good delivery from the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think it was Ollie Brown that put that ball across.
It was Ollie Brown, I believe, and you've got to say the flick on is perfect, to be honest, from Johnson. It gives Sights Kenworthy no chance of getting there, and it creeps into that bottom corner, and it is 1-1 here at Nethermoor Park. Guiseley, despite being a goal down and a man down, back on level terms. And that is a goal. That's a flat ball, I believe, here as well. They're going to have to change the ball coming onto the field. And Doherty throws it back to Hopper. Score has been updated now on the scoreboard. Guiseley, whose only win this season, did come here at Nethermoor Park. 2-1 against Bradford United. And now Park Avenue trying to hit back immediately. Good ball out to Doherty, but he then loses out to the goal scorer, Gabriel Johnson. And Johnson now, good play from him. And Guiseley might have the bit between their teeth here. And it's good play here by the substitute Murphy. And he keeps it well. Johnson plays it round the corner. This is a bit of danger. Step goes foul. The referee says no foul. The foul looks like it was looks like it might have been Danny Devine who was nearly going through. And that's won back again by Johnson. Then played forward from Lancaster. That's going to go out of play. And I think Park Avenue just need to keep their keep their composure here, because it's got to be said, Guiseley in the last 5 minutes, so they've scored the goal, and that might change the momentum. And half-time is obviously approaching, and at this point, half-time wouldn't be the worst thing for Park Avenue.
Yeah, Mark Bauer will be disappointed with that, I think. Down to 10 men are Guiseley, but it hasn't shown really when they're on the ball. Off the ball, perhaps slightly, Park Avenue allowed a little bit more time with the ball in their own defensive areas, but going forward, Gabriel Johnson down that right-hand side once more. Oh, I'm not sure about that one.
Card here as well, actually. I believe it might be Longbottom who made the foul, or Doherty, my apologies, who made that foul. And
no card.
No card. That's Jamie Spencer, I believe. And yeah, the referee not going to give a card for it. But right in the middle of the park. 41.5 minutes played. Guiseley 1 at Bradford Park Avenue 1. Longbottom, the man who opened the scoring in the opening 10 minutes. And then a red card shown as well to Callum Chippendale, the two yellow card offences. Then the equaliser coming from a Gabriel Johnson header. And it's going to be a free kick taken in here. Stacey, it's going to be over it. He's been a threat so far, Stacey. His deliveries haven't always been perfect, but he's been a threat for Guiseley.
Well, if he hangs this ball and it finds the back of the net, there will be a massive roar from the Guiseley fans.
Ball does come in. It's going to be headed, is it? No, that's a good headed clearance, actually.
Havern.
I believe it's Havern. Just got in there ahead of the
Still down.
His fellow number 5, Jamil Eibel. He is back to his feet eventually. Eibel nearly got there, but Havern, the fellow number 5, got there ahead of him. Throw-in to be taken from Walker. Is it going to be long? No, he actually leaves it to Ollie Brown, who's going to take this one in. Ollie Brown, who I believe put a good ball in for the goal, is going to get a chance to throw one in this time.
Well, let's see how long it is.
Yeah, he's got a man coming short to him. He does go long, though. And it's easily going to be cleared from Whiting at the expense of a corner, though. He kicked it up in the air for a corner. And despite having a man disadvantage, Guiseley right now have a team on top.
Yeah, worst case scenario for Park Avenue is if they go in 2-1. 2-1 down at half time after leading 1-0 so early on, and 10 men. Just got to hold on now, get in at half time and regroup, have a look at the game, have a look at the tactics, and see if we can make advantage of that one man once more and get back into the lead.
Absolutely, Stacey, it's going to be who's over it. And in swinging left footer, it's going to be on that far right hand side for Guiseley. This could be a dangerous one. Stacey does play it in. It's deep, and it's going to be, nearly one in the air. It was actually Rhys Kendall who nearly got on the end of it, but he couldn't quite get his head to it, and it goes out for a goal kick. And Sights Kenworthy will take this goal kick in Park Avenue. Maybe have one more chance at the end of this half, maybe. The ball's going to be played out to Luca Havern, coming against their course to replace the injured Mitch Lund. And Havern looking for options. He goes back to his goalkeeper, Sights Kenworthy, who then rolls it out to Whiting. I'll say Callum Murphy really just isolated up there on his own for Guiseley. But he's done a fine job since coming on. Filling in for 10, and he's won it back here, actually. And this could be trouble. It's won back by Murphy. He's got options. And he goes Here's a chance to score again for that man, Gabriel Johnson. And Sats Kenworthy came out quickly, stood tall, and there's also going to be a foul and a yellow card as well here for Guiseley. Not going to be for
Ollie Brown.
6. Ollie Brown goes into the referee's notebook. In the referee's notebook goes Ollie Brown, and well, that is a free kick to Guiseley, to Bradford Park Avenue, sorry, and a yellow card as well. And well, all of a sudden, good save from Sats Kenworthy, and all of a sudden, it's going a bit crazy this game.
Yeah, Callum Murphy did really well there too. But yeah, you're right, Sam. You just flinched a bit. There was a pigeon coming our way. Callum Murphy there just went through, won the ball back from Whiting. Did really well to drive at the defence, slipped Gabriel Johnson in behind, and great save from the on-rushing George Sykes Kenworthy as we are at the 45th minute now.
We are, and here's Doherty on the ball now. Doherty in possession, goes forward. It's a good chance, maybe. Good defending out for a corner. All of a sudden, in this game, 45 minutes have been played. This game has been a crazy game, it's fair to say, so far. And in terms of a red card, 2 goals, very entertaining derby day. And the cross is going to come in. Is it going to be from
Harry Colville?
Colville. It's long bottom. It's played short too. Long bottom chance to cross. He does, and it's going to be just too high for everyone. And the ball is cleared away. Not sure. Foul. Stacey coming together between Stacey and Johnston. Obviously, Johnston's on a yellow card. Maybe a little bit of, trying to even things out there. Despite being down to 10 men, Guiseley have had chances in this game, and that one a moment ago at Sykes Kenworthy say that could be massive going into half-time.
Well, yeah, potentially should be 2-1 with that chance. Johnson's been absolutely fantastic since moving on to that right wing, causing a right lot of trouble over there.
He has. He really has been causing problems, and the half-time whistle's coming soon, and this can only be described as a very crazy first half, a proper derby day of football, a goal for Park Avenue early on, a red card, and then all of a sudden, now you're looking at now the 1-1 equaliser from Guiseley, and then nearly taking a 2-1 lead. Sats came with a big save off, of course, the man, Gabriel Johnson, who's been causing the problems as Guiseley throw it forward now. And that's well won from Lancaster. Back with Avern. Avern plays it out to the right-hand side to a Dunstan. Dunstan plays it forward, and it's not going to be there from Colville. It's cleared away. This is a chance now, maybe.
It's Murphy.
Murphy who has it. It's got Stacey on the overlap. Murphy, can he cross one in? He does to the back post, and it's too much on it, though, for Johnson. Too much on it for Johnson. It goes wide. I've got to be said, if you're a Guiseley fan, you've got to be pretty delighted with the way your team have actually played going down as 10 men. If anyone's looked like scoring, I think it might have been Guiseley.
Yeah, Guiseley have had the better chances. Guiseley have been going into more dangerous areas. We did see Will Longbottom put a good ball into the box for Park Avenue just a minute ago, but you have to say that Guiseley coming forward look a far more dangerous outfit at the moment.
They do, as the ball's played forward. Longbottom might get there over the top, and I think he's going to into the area. A way to end the half. This would be for Park Avenue. Not seen attacking intent from them for a little while. Longbottom to Lancaster. Lancaster into a position. It's worked out from O'Malley to Doherty. Doherty on the left. Can he do something with it? It's back to Lancaster again. And he goes out wide to O'Malley. O'Malley plays it in. Into us, Longbottom. It's a hit!
Harrison Hopper
taking the lead. It's Harrison Hopper right on the stroke of half-time. I'm not sure how much he knew about it, Hopper. He readjusted his feet, and in the end, it came off his right leg and goes into the bottom corner. And Bradford Park Avenue, right on half-time, have taken the lead again. And at half, they looked like they weren't ending with much momentum. They're going to go into it in the lead.
Well, it's all gone quiet around us, Sam. Lots of moans and groans from the Guiseley fans have now stopped. Great ball in from O'Malley. Doherty controlling the ball. Like I said, he stands up those defenders so well. Doesn't let them know which way he's going to be going. In the end, he decides to turn back, roll the ball to O'Malley. He whips in a dangerous cross. It beats Will Longbottom's head. It also beats Jimmy Libel's head. It just sort of fell and bounced off Hopper's boot. I'm not going to discredit him. I'm sure he put the effort on goal, but sort of just fell at the right place at the right time and ended up in the back of the net.
It absolutely did, and well, what a big goal that is right on the stroke of half-time. Well, what a time to score that is. It looked like Guiseley with a team who were going into it with, ending the half stronger, really. They had that chance to take the lead, and fine margins, of course, in football. Bradford Park Avenue get that cross to the left-hand side. I believe it was O'Malley who put the ball in. It goes over Longbottom, and it just kind of, Hopper just readjusted his feet, and it was perfect for him. As Eyeball plays it out now, and will Guiseley maybe have is there another sting in the tail in this crazy half of football that we've seen? And the ball's controlled from Murphy. He goes out to the right. Doherty with some good tracking back towards Longbottom, can get it now. Longbottom, good play from him.
Referee.
Is he fouled? No, he isn't. He is fouled, though. That's going to be a free kick. And is this going to be a card, maybe? It looks like it could be for Doherty. Guiseley fans around us chanting red card. I think that'd be a bit extreme. A yellow card is going to come out, though. A yellow card for Jamie Spencer. My apologies for the yellow card. And, well, typical Derby day, this, isn't it? It's got to be said. Yellows, reds, yellow cards, red cards in this first half. That's the way it's been.
Well, we're into the 50th minute now with Park Avenue leading 2-1. I thought Will Longbottom was fouled by two people there just before, and the ball broke for Guiseley, and Spencer brought the man down, and the referee deemed that the foul, brandishing the yellow card for Park Avenue's number 8 as a ball may be hung into the area once more. Will there be more drama in this first half?
Absolutely, Stacey. It's going to be with the free kick. It's to the back post, and it's going to be handled by Sykes Kenworthy. Does well under pressure there, Sykes Kenworthy.
Stays down.
Take a little bit of a knock for his troubles as well. He goes down. We're into 50.5 minutes of this game. There's been a lot of added time at the end of the first half, but to be fair, we have had a lot of instances happen, so I can definitely see where this added time's coming from. And it's thrown out now to a Dunstan from Sykes Kenworthy, who is okay. Ball played in now to Lancaster. Can he do anything with it? He plays it over to Doherty. Acres of room. Offside. Flag goes up, though. That might even be the half. And Mark Bauer in the away dugout, not too impressed with that decision. It was a very lot of space there, wasn't he, Doherty? So he did get it and he ran through. That could have been an opportunity again.
I don't think that was offside from my position there. Obviously, I might have rose-tinted glasses on in the Park Avenue favour, but another great ball from Lancaster over the top, looking for Brad Doherty. He's caused problems all half long. You've got to be looking for him again in the second half to further the lead for Park Avenue as the half-time whistle blows.
Half-time whistle blows, and a free kick was taken towards the goal. That's a little bit of a bizarre decision there, but either way, it's a half-time score in the Northern Premier League on Derby Day here at Nethermoor Park. Guiseley 1, Bradford Park Avenue 2. We will talk you, me and Arthur will talk you through the events of the first half. There was plenty of them, it's fair to say, Arthur. Will Longbottom give Bradford Park Avenue the lead, his 4th goal of the season. That goal coming after 8 minutes, and then the red card actually happened on the 24th minute. 2 bookable offences for Callum Chippendale, bringing down on both occasions Harrison Hopper, and we'll get to Harrison Hopper in a short while, but the equaliser was scored in the 39th minute from Gabriel Johnson. A bit of a cheap goal to give away, I thought, for Park Avenue, that one. A good crossing from the right-hand side, a good header right into the bottom corner, and then Johnson had a chance to make it 2-1 to Guiseley, but Sykes Kenworthy, the hero on this occasion, came out, made himself big, made a good save, but the goal was scored 3 minutes into first half stoppage time, my apologies. A ball in from Mason O'Malley from the left. Harrison Hopper is in towards Longbottom, missed the head of Longbottom, and then Harrison Hopper readjusts his feet, gets the touch, and it goes into the bottom corner. A crazy first half, a really exciting first half. Half-time score, Guiseley 1, Bradford Park Avenue 2. What were your thoughts on the game, Arthur?
It's been quite an interesting fixture, actually. Started off quite slowly in terms of Guiseley on the ball and off the ball. Park Avenue took real advantage of that. Obviously going 1-0 up in the 8th minute. Longbottom scoring after some brilliance of Brad Doherty. I must say he's been one of my best players I've seen in this half. One of the best performances I've seen this season from a Park Avenue player in 45 minutes. Driving down that left wing, standing up the right back, Aidan Walker, and of course the central midfielder, Ollie Brown, who is now on a yellow card. Interesting to see what happens with him in the first half, because I'm sure that Paul Phillips, the Guiseley manager, will be looking to close him down further. Obviously, the red card came, 2 silly challenges from Chippendale. Yellow card, first challenge on Harrison Hopper, second challenge on Harrison Hopper. First one led to the goal, I do believe, of Park Avenues. And the second one, it was a needless challenge, middle of the park. But, you know, Harrison Hopper's going nowhere, really, into no area of danger. Nowhere near the ball, just kicked out a little bit. Yellow card, it's plain and simple. Referee won't have to give an easier one than that in terms of bookable offences going forward. Gabriel Johnson, though, since that card, they brought big Tom Denton off the field. Irishman Callum Murphy, he came onto the pitch. He has caused problems, it must be said. He is putting the back line, particularly Luca Havern and Jack Whiting, under some pressure going forward. He slid in Gabriel Johnson late in the first half. He perhaps could have made it 2-1. He was the man that drew it level with a great header, flick on towards the back stick. But he's caused a lot of problems, Johnson, on that right-hand side. But just before the break, the ball fell to Hopper inside the box to make it 2-1, perhaps against the run of play in the past 15 minutes. And it's 2-1 Park Avenue. Guiseley down to 10 men. What an interesting second half we've got coming.
Yeah, cannot wait for this second half, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed our commentary in the first one. It's certainly been a cracker so far. Half-time score, Guiseley 1, Bradford Park Avenue 2 in the Northern Premier League. Guiseley reduced to 10 men. We'll bring you second half coverage soon. There you go. Ooh. So hello everyone, a warm welcome back to Nethermoor Park for this Northern Premier League encounter between Guiseley and Bradford Park Avenue. Half-time score, Guiseley 1, Bradford Park Avenue 2. A Guiseley, a goal down and a man down. So we will talk you through the events of the first half, just like we did at the end of the first half. So first goal of the game coming in the 8th minute. Brilliant work on the left-hand side from Brad Doherty. Crossed into Will Longbottom, who scored his 4th goal of the Northern Premier League season. Things went from bad to worse for Guiseley as Callum Chippendale, the midfielder, was sent off after 24 minutes for a second bookable offence for making 2 fouls on his fellow number 7, Harrison Hopper. But then Guiseley showed resilience and equalised. A cross into the box on the right-hand side was headed in from Gabriel Johnson. After 39 minutes, a really good header from him. Johnson then had a chance to take the lead, give Guiseley the lead right on half-time. But he was denied well by Sykes Kenworthy. And then Bradford Park Avenue, right on the stroke of half-time, took the lead. A cross from Mason O'Malley was put in from Harrison Hopper. After a very entertaining first half, a proper derby first half. And yeah, hoping for more of the second, I guess.
Yeah, I think Mark Bauer will have drilled it into Park Avenue once more that can't happen because they, Guiseley had a 15-20 minute spell where they sort of dominated the game, you have to say. Park Avenue didn't really have a lot going forward, and it caused a few problems going the other end of Guiseley. Gabriel Johnson, he is the one to watch for Guiseley. Although they're down to 10 men, he seems to have flourished since moving from at the point of the attack out onto the right-hand side. Although he doesn't look to be taking that position in the second half, although early days he's around the centre circle, he may end up just in front of us out here. Park Avenue shooting from right to left, Guiseley of course going left to right. Park Avenue in their rather dashing red away strip today, 2-1 the lead, and hopefully they can see 3 points home potentially with another couple of goals.
Absolutely, if Park Avenue do win, it will be 3 consecutive wins for Mark Bauer's side if they can hold on for a win here. And just to remind you as well, Lucas Dunstan and Jamie Spencer are walking the tightrope of a yellow card, and also Ollie Brown for Guiseley as well. So, and second half is off and underway, and it's the hosts who get us back underway here at Nethermoor Park as an early ball goes forward, it's headed away, and now it's controlled and taken forward well from Stacey, and he plays it forward, but he plays it out of play, and that will be a throw-in in the favour of Bradford Park Avenue. And just we'll say over how important could that goal right on the stroke of half-time be? Fine margins in football. Guiseley have a chance to take the lead just for the break, of course, which was with Johnson, but then Hopper took his chance to take the lead, and that's the big difference right now.
Yeah, it all came from Brad Doherty's work down that left-hand side. He rolled the ball back to Mason O'Malley, who put a great ball in with the left foot, just curled it over the 6-yard box, narrowly missed Will Longbottom's head and the captain, Jamil Ivel, and just landed at Hopper's feet. He tucked it away, left foot into the bottom left-hand corner from the attacker's perspective, and it went into the break 2-1. Perhaps a little bit fortunate for Park Avenue, but we'll look to hold on to that lead now.
Absolutely, as the ball's played forward, comes off of Dunstan and Stacey, who had some battle in that first period, and on that occasion, Dunstan comes out on top and wins this side a throw-in. Bradford Park Avenue, by the way, are 6th in the table as things stands. 1 position outside them playoffs, so a good position to be in if you are Bradford Park Avenue. And here is Whiting in possession now. Whiting looking for options forward. He plays one over the top. It will be chased and it will be put out of play. Hopper was the man chasing, and Ollie Brown put it out of play. O'Malley to take the throw in on this near left-hand side. O'Malley looking for options. And he is taking it forward. It's maybe going to be given back to him, is it? No, it's Hopper who does well. Hopper, will he go back to O'Malley, keep possession, and eventually wins his side a free kick, as much to the disbelief. It's gone very quiet around us.
Yeah, pull on the shirt from Aidan Walker onto Harrison Hopper there. Referee just signalled it there. Just a bit of a delay in time of O'Malley getting the throw-in into play. Looking for Doherty, Lancaster, Hopper. Hopper did well to hold the ball up, and it will be Colville or Longbottom to put the ball in from a dangerous area on the left wing.
Yeah, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Colville, maybe the favourite. It is Colville. Longbottom steps away from it. Colville takes it. Not a bad delivery, but 2 fists on it from Oliver Battersby, who punches it away, and that's headed back from Hopper. Dunstan plays it forward. Really good ball, actually, in the end, and that's down the line to Colville. Colville got Doherty on the overlap. Colville still has it. What can he do with it? He's won a throw-in, has he? No, a throw-in's gone in Guiseley's favour. And, yeah, positive start to second half, though, from the visitors.
Yes, positive for Park Avenue, just getting on the front foot once more like they did to start off the first 45. Colville, just a little bit unlucky there. Just the ball ran away from him. and the referee sent the Guiseley man back as he was just trying to creep a little bit of ground to get the throw in, as Longbottom puts the defender under pressure, and the ball will run out for a Guiseley goal kick.
Yeah, calmly done there, it's got to be said, wasn't it, in the end from the Guiseley centre-back. So here we go now. Guiseley will take a goal kick, and it will be of Oliver Battersby. Of course, Bradford Park Avenue looking for their first away win of the season. Will be a very welcome one away at the local rivals as well. Only a few minutes into the second half, though, and despite a goal and a man advantage, Guiseley proved in the first half they're not here to make up any numbers. They are here to play, and they nearly went into the half-time leading themselves as the ball's going to be headed forward, and that's going to be shielded by Dunstan. He goes back to his goalkeeper, and Sites Kenworthy can play it forward, and it's going to be headed away from Eibel. And then it's going to be won, actually, in Park Avenue again. Our possession with Hopper. He plays it forward down the line, but that's easily going to run through to Oliver Battersby. And Mark Bauer, at one point, do you think might start looking to his bench, maybe get some fresh legs onto the field? Despite the man's advantage, fresh legs will do good in this position.
Well, I'm sure he's got into the Park Avenue lads at half-time as Guiseley looked to go forward, but seemed to lose the ball there.
Absolutely.
But the changes-wise, I'm not sure. We'll have to look in 15-20 minutes time when we get to around the 65-minute mark, see what's happening then.
That's going to be a throw-in Guiseley's favour, given away from a Dunstan there. Stacey, it's going to be to take it quickly. It's into the area. It's a flick forward. I think the flick was from the number 12, the substitution, Callum Murphy. But that's cleared away from O'Marley. And that may be controlled by Doherty. Doherty chasing his man. That's pretty calm defending, and it's cleared away as well from the number 6, Ollie Brown. Good play from Doherty to put him under pressure, though. As the ball's now in possession, and it's going to be had now in the number 6. The number 6, Will Lancaster, who finds Spencer's also on a yellow card. He goes back, and Deverne lets it run through to Sites Kenworthy. Park Avenue currently sitting 6th in the table, as I mentioned, as Whiting plays it forward. Good ball over the top, and it's going to be headed back to his own goalkeeper by Ollie Brown. Coolly done there from Ollie Brown, wasn't it? And just set the ball, glance off his head back to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, just got a call from his keeper, I think, just to nod it on back to him. And, you know, confident defending, and that's exactly what Guiseley need to do in the second half, is try and relieve all pressure of Park Avenue going forward. Obviously, a man down, that might put them at a disadvantage, but just have to...
Johnson with a chance, maybe. Shot comes in. It's a really weak effort from Johnson. He scored that one in the first half. He couldn't really get that one, any convincing power on it. In truth, the shot was straight at Sites Ken. It was an easy save for him. But, again, that just proves again for Park Avenue, they're not safe in this game.
He is the danger man. He is the danger man. Got in behind really nice there with a little bit of luck on his side. The ball sort of stuck to his feet, but nonetheless, close control as the ball goes forward, looking for Longbottom.
Longbottom chases. Is he going to get there? No, the goalkeeper Battersby, always in control of the situation, gets there and simply rolls it out to his defender, Ollie Brown, and Brown plays it forward. Johnson goes for it. It's headed up in the air, and it's going to be out for a throw into Guiseley. Johnson wants to take it quickly, but he's going to leave it to Aidan Walker. And then referee telling Aidan Walker to get back a little bit. Said he took that way too quickly. Ball back with Walker. Can he get the cross in? He's deflected up in the air, and is that going to go for a corner? It's actually the number 8, Danny Devine, who's with it, and now he does win a corner. And Guiseley are now all of a sudden the team who are trying to make a few strides forward. This game is far from won if you're Bradford Park Avenue.
Yeah, see Chinos Adibi warming up over on that far side for Park Avenue. Potentially changes at the front line, but, you know, Jamie Spencer's on a yellow in the middle of the park and has to be careful because you do not want to even these numbers up. Guiseley showed, even with 10 men, that they're dangerous. So cannot make it a 10v10.
And it's headed up in the air. It's well headed out there, actually. And not once, but twice, actually, from Lucas to Dunstan. Done really well there. He headed it up in the air, then he completed the clearance himself. But Guiseley have a throw in. Like Arthur said, Chinedu Osadibi is warming up. And there's going to be a long throw coming here from Kendall, I believe. It's going to might be a long one into the area, is it? He's actually might have to even go short here. But no, he does go long into the penalty area, and that will be headed away well from Havern. And then the ball is back with Stacey. And is he well challenged? He still has possession. Plays one into the area. Murphy, chance to shoot. He does. He equalises. Guiseley are back on level terms. 53 minutes in, and the substitute Callum Murphy equaliser. The goal was created by Joe Stacey. His ball in. We've got to say it's short play from the number 12. Turns, shoots into the bottom corner. Science Kenworthy left stranded, 2-2.
He cannot be allowed to turn there inside the area. He cannot be allowed. There's so many Bradford Park Avenue bodies inside that box, and you've got to say it's easy. And Mark Bowers and Danny Boschel, they look a little bit puzzled on that sideline. Obviously, whatever's gone on at half-time hasn't quite worked. The game's far from over for both sides now, it seems.
Yeah, Guiseley for the second time in this game hit back despite the man's disadvantage. They just carry on going, Guiseley. Came from a goal down not once but twice in this game. The last time Park Avenue were here nearly 2 years ago, the game ended in a 2-2 draw in December 2021. And, well, that's the current position we're in now. And ball played over the top. It will be dealt with from Brown. And now Guiseley might be the team with a bit between their teeth. And Lancaster beaten to it. And then, oh, it's won actually by Stacey. Stacey beats a Dunstan to it. And Stacey brings it forward. Can he cross in? A Dunstan's done really... Oh, and Stacey goes down, and that does not look good. He might well have pulled his hamstring there. This would be a real shame if that's the case. He looked like he pulled up strongly there, didn't he? And it does not look good. And, yeah, he's feeling the effects of this one, Joe Stacey. He's had a brilliant game, Joe Stacey, I think. Assisted the second goal a moment ago. He's been lively all game, and that one looked a painful one.
Yeah, he's down in the heat there. It looks like a pull. I think pulled hamstring. Best case scenario is it's almost a pulled hamstring. He went down really looking in pain there. Hopefully not torn the hamstring. He's had a great game today.
He absolutely has, and it did not look good. There was no contact at all from Lucas to Dunstan, of course. He never really got too close to him. He was about to cross the ball in, you feel like there, wasn't he, Joe Stacey? And in the end, you just felt just saw him just go down, and he looks in some, holding his face at the moment. Hands on his face, looks in some discomfort. And all the Park Avenue players, at the exception of Sykes Kenworthy and Brad Doherty, have headed over to Mark Bauer. A bit of a chance for Mark Bauer to have a second team talk with his team, you'd imagine. And Osadibe has come onto the field, actually. And Jamie Spencer is on a yellow card. He's the man who's come off. Osadibe maybe gives them something a bit different to think about. An attacking change from Mark Bauer. He knows his side have the man advantage in this game. It is Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2. Here at Nethermoor Park. Guiseley equalising early on in the second half. A goal from the substitute Callum Murphy. Callum Murphy, the Irishman, 19 years of age. And there is going to be inevitably a change for Guiseley as well, as Stacey is helped off to the pitch. He's been helped off by a couple of his teammates as well. Not sure who the man coming on is going to be. I see someone about to get their top on right now, and actually see Callum Murphy over there having a chat to the bench, and it's going to be Josh. Yes, it's going to be Josh Ashman. No, Tom Pratt. Sorry, Tom Pratt is the man coming on. So the two players who Guiseley swapped out in today's game, I believe, are now on the field. 55 minutes in, a very entertaining derby day here at Nethermoor Park. Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2. Guiseley are a man down, but to be honest, you wouldn't know they're a man down with the way they're playing right now. Sykes Kenworthy gets us back underway, and we do wish Joe Stacey very well. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery from what looked like could possibly have been a hamstring tear, as the ball's played forward by Whiting. That one is going to drift out of play. And Bradford Park Avenue, they've got to keep their heads here. The crowd are on top of them, of course. They're drawing the game now. They have the man's advantage, but they're not making it show.
No, but Chinos Adibi coming on, obviously leading the line now. Looks like two up front for Park Avenue as it stands. Osadibe and Longbottom leading the line. Spencer coming off. He played very well today, I thought, but picking up that yellow, you do not want to make it an even game now. You have to take advantage of that extra man. Obviously got another man up against their centre halves. Got to get shots on goal, got to create chances. Yeah,
Lancaster finds Whiting, does he? Whiting goes forward, it's over the top, and it's going to be chased by Colville, but the goalkeeper's always in control of that, and Battersby how happily lets it run through, and he can take it in his 18-yard box. What a game, what an entertaining game this has been. 4 goals, a red card, a few yellow cards as well. When you say Derby Day, it certainly lived up to its name of a Derby Day, it's got to be said. As the ball's played forward, that will be cleared away from Dunstan. And then it's headed, well controlled, it's headed on 2 occasions. Well stepped in there by Whiting. Osadibe's first touch of the game. Good turn from him. He goes back to Longbottom. Oh, a bit of a confusion there between him and Hopper, and they've given it away. And the ball's with Murphy, but Dunstan does well to get a foot in, and it runs back to Sykes Kenworthy, who plays that up in the air more than anything. That's now won by the number 8, Devine. And Devine completely misses the ball, and that's going to be played forward. Osadibe gets there, but that's going to be cleared away, and went down holding that ankle there a little bit. I believe it was Ollie Brown who, when he cleared that ball, maybe felt something. It's going to be a throw-in, my apologies, to Park Avenue. 58 minutes played, Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2. And as it stands, Bradford Park Avenue actually now sitting, I believe, around about, can't quite see where they are on the table at the moment, my apologies. I will get confirmation for you. Actually in 12th at the moment as things stand, results not really going their way. Obviously very early stage of the season to be worrying about the table, of course, but either way, Bradford Park Avenue want to get as high up as they can. Mark Bauer's side, the ball by Hopper to a Dunstan. And here comes...
Well, Mason O'Malley's got a lot of room out on this left-hand side, but they don't find him.
No, they're not really going for that option. The ball's played over the top. It's headed back. Doherty will get there. Doherty, the number 9, goes inside. It's going to be given away, though, and cleared away from Kendall. And then that's a hand on the shirt there, and that's not going to be given as a foul, but a hand was certainly on the shirt from Hopper. And now Havern gives it back to Whiting. O'Malley is in acres of room. I completely agree with you there, Arthur. He's in acres of room on this left, but reluctant to go out to him at the moment. The man's down as well. And it's, I think, I'm not sure who's down. Gabriel Johnson.
That is a nightmare for Guiseley.
I know, another player going down here, and there could be another change coming, actually. Well, it goes from bad to worse if he Guiseley. A man sent off, 2 of their best players getting injured. Not good at the moment. They're still level in this game, but everything seems to be going against Guiseley.
Yeah, unfortunate, really. They've had 2 injuries in the second half, and obviously a man sent off. So this will be their 3rd substitution just before the 60th minute. 2 all on the board. The game has got quite tense. A few sloppy touches in the middle of the park. Longbottom looking a little bit under pressure. It was a nice turn from Osadibe about 3 minutes ago that found where Longbottom was. The substitutions made. It will be David Bayo or
Gabriel Johnson. So another change for the guys. Their 3rd change of this game already. They look like they certainly look like they are throwing all the players on the field at the moment. An hour played, a long way to go. But this game has certainly been entertaining. And Guiseley feels they must have the world's against them right now, but they're still on level terms despite the circumstances. And it's Park Avenue who will get us back underway. And the goal scorer, Gabriel Johnson, of the first goal anyway, has been substituted off due to an injury as the ball's back in play now. Whiting has it for Park Avenue. He goes back to his goalkeeper, Sights Kenworthy. And he finds Havern. He's looking for options, Havern. He goes forward and he finds his man over the top. Does he? No, it's going to run through to, well, I believe it's going to run through to goalkeeper Battersby, who handled it just about inside his 18-yard box. And it's got to be said, if you've been watching this game from the 20th minute, you wouldn't know which team's playing with 10 men.
No, I think it's quite actually an even affair looking at it as a neutral. But O'Malley has a lot of room out on this left side since Osadibe's came on. It was Ollie Brown and Aidan Walker, the centre-back and right-back, covering Brad Doherty. But now, with them having to take Osadibe on as well, it's left the left-back, Mason O'Malley, with a lot of room as he picks up the ball here.
O'Malley then goes in field to Lancaster. Can Lancaster find an option? He does. He goes, that's Osadibe. Osadibe, good ball to Colville. Colville's well muscled off. That's really good play, actually, there from Ollie Brown. Too strong for Colville. Ball up now. That's flicked on. And it will be won by Hopper. Hopper goes forward and wins a free kick in the centre of the pot. The Guiseley fans around us can't believe it. It was a bit of a late challenge, and Hopper went down. It's a bit of a delayed reaction, really, wasn't it, altogether? But Park Avenue have a free kick around about 40 yards from goal.
Yeah, I think it was Lee Whelan there that brought him down. Yes, it was Lee Whelan. He went for the ball. Hopper managed to get it away, and unfortunately, the contact was there. I don't really know. A lot of unhappy shouts from the Guiseley fans, but that was a foul. He didn't necessarily mean to put a poor challenge in, but with his momentum going into Hopper, it was definitely a foul as the free kick's put into the Guiseley box. It'll fall to Havern.
Havern in. Now it's going to be flicked on, is it? It's going to be flicked away for now. Longbottom gets there. Can he control? No, he can't. And the ball's played forward in Bayo. His first touch of the game. First touches of the game, I should say. He has it now. He's looking for options, Bayo, and he goes on. He goes to go past his man. Dunstan does really well. It's a brilliant challenge. Oh, and is that a foul for him? No, he actually gets the ball. It was Callum Murphy who got the ball. And now Guiseley have it back as well. There's a man down for Park Avenue. Ball goes forward. Sykes Kenworthy will catch it. And then there's a little bit left in on Sykes Kenworthy, maybe. And all of a sudden, this game has just gone. This has been a proper derby game. Sykes Kenworthy's down in his 18-yard box. There's tackles, fouls going on all over the place here.
Well, Mark Bauer's absolutely fuming with that one, that challenge that went in on a hopper, but he won the ball. But that challenge from Tom Pratt on George Sykes Kenworthy, who comfortably collected the ball at the edge of his area, he did not play the ball. He deliberately tripped him up, and that should be a card.
Yeah, Sykes Kenworthy down in the area. He looks like he is okay, at least. He is going to get a little bit of treatment, but remember an incident in the Premier League a few years ago with Neil Maupay on Burn Leno when he did something, maybe not similar to that, but knocked him when he was in mid-air and he went off with a bad injury. It's always something you've got to be careful with.
Fully aware of what he was doing. It was right in front of the lines when the referee was watching it. I'm just not quite sure why they're not giving that as a free kick and brandishing a yellow card. I don't think it gets more simple.
Absolutely, and Sykes Kenworthy is back to his feet in his 18-yard box. Hopefully he's okay. It was a little bit left in on him, I should say, from Tom Pratt. The substitute, he had a kick of the ball since he's been on the pitch, but the substitute on, and it's going to be it's going to be back in the possession of Sykes Kenworthy. I don't think a free kick was actually given against Pratt from what I saw, so it's going to be restart. And again, Mason O'Malley, that left-hand side. If Park Avenue worked the ball out there, it's certainly O'Malley, the man who's got possession. No, got it in space, and he does go for O'Malley. He runs forward, and this could be a bit of an opening. No, the goalkeeper, good starting position from Battersby, comes and claims it right on the edge of his 18-yard box. And yeah, this game, again, this has been, when you say a derby day, it certainly lives up to it. I believe Jordan Preston is the man who might well be coming on Park Avenue on that far side.
Yeah, it looks like he's limbering up and he's stripped off in his playing kit.
And Guiseley come forward. Is that a foul? No, it's not. It's Murphy who keeps his feet. Hopper does well, though. Hopper plays it forward. Here's Colville. Colville goes round the corner. That's headed away. Osadibe won't get there. It's Kendall, who turns well against Longbottom. That's really good play from Kendall. Kendall goes forward. It's up towards Pratt. It's going to be one in the air, is it? Yes, it is one in the air, and eventually Whiting can clear. And then Doherty can't keep it alive. And yeah, he's got to say, this game right now could go either way. 25 minutes to go. It's really well poised. A very exciting derby day, it's got to be said. And it's going to be a throw-in taken from Aidan Walker. It's going to be a short one, by the looks of it. So Pratt making a nuisance of himself in the middle. Bit of argy-bargy with Hopper.
Well, how long is this taking?
This throw's taking a long, long time, and it does eventually go back. Goes back to Whelan, and then given away. Doherty wins it back. Doherty looking over the top for Longbottom. And Eyeball's there with him. Eyeball's got to think he checks back to his goalkeeper. Oh, and the goalkeeper, a bobbling ball, it's fair to say. And the goalkeeper, Battersby, didn't get that one right. A bobbling ball, and he scuffs it, and they take the throw in quickly. And now it's with Colville. Colville goes back to Lancaster. And Lancaster has to go back to Whiting. Will there be another sting in the tail in this extraordinary game at Nethermore Park?
Guiseley, how many bodies are forward for Park Avenue? It's almost 5. When the ball is back with the centre halves of Park Avenue, you've got O'Malley, Doherty, Osadibe, Longbottom, and Harry Colville, all as a 5 across the back line of Guiseley. Really looking now, trying to make that man advantage count and trying to get in behind.
Absolutely, as the ball's played forward now, it's going to be flicked on. It's well controlled it's Pratt who controls it, but his ball forward won't find Bayo, and he's shielded out, and that's going to be a foul on Lucas Dunstan, who goes down, and that's a foul from Bayo. The change is coming now for Park Avenue, and it's going to be Harry Colville, the man who comes off, and it's going to be coming on Jordan Preston. It's been a tough afternoon at times for Colville, a very physical game, and for a young man, of course, and not really known for his physicality. I think Guiseley have really made the most of that and marked him out of the game, Colville. A very talented player. Not really been his afternoon, but either way, it is still 2-2, and another change for Park Avenue. Fresh legs coming onto the field. Sykes Kenworthy forward. That's one in the area. It's Osadibe. Longbottom heads forward. Doherty's in. He's offside. He puts it over the bar anyway. And, it's actually Eyeball and Doherty, I think, had a bit of a coming together afterwards, but all good sportsmanship in the end.
Yeah, Jordan Preston is exactly the man that they want to come on at this moment in time. Scrappy game. He's a player that can hold the ball up with his back to goal. Little touches, off to Osadibe, off to Doherty, off to Longbottom, and he's also got an eye for goal, a decent finisher, really good with his back to goal. He's exactly what Park Avenue needs.
Ball's flicked on and it's headed away from O'Malley, and then it will be cleared from a Dunstan, and it's going to be Preston with his first touch of the game. Ball played forward towards Osadibe, but Eyeball is there first. He plays it back, and that's going to be well headed away from Havern, is it? The Guiseley fans want a foul, and well, the referee just says it's going to be a throw into Bradford Park Avenue. Havern did well there. 68 minutes on the clock. What an exciting game. I know I keep saying exciting game this has been, though, at Nethermoor Park. As the ball's played forward, and it's going to be flicked out of play. And that's going to be a throw-in once again to Bradford Park Avenue. I've got to say, the fact that Dunstan's walking the tightrope of a yellow card, I think he's done very well in this half.
Yeah, the referee's just brought him back there, just creeping up the line with the throw-in. But yeah, he's done really well this half. Obviously, you know, has David Bayo on his wing, but he seems to be closing him down pretty strongly. Just over 20 minutes left to go in the regulation of 90. 2-2 here. And I'd be surprised if this game finishes 2-2. It's getting a little bit more tasty now as the derby.
It absolutely is. Fresh legs on the field as well. Changes have been made, so that makes it obviously that little bit more fresh. And the ball's played forward over the top now. It's a good one, and Osadibe might get there. The goalkeeper's come a long way. He's not exactly judged it well. He's didn't have to come out of his area there, but he chose the decision to. He got his head to it, but it didn't go very far. Preston has it now. He goes out, he wins his side of throw-in, and the goalkeeper's seen one or two uncomfortable moments from Battersby in recent moments. He came a long way there, didn't get it right, but he got it out of play nonetheless. And Dunstan with the throw. He's got it back as well from Longbottom. Longbottom in possession. And that's going to be a foul? It might be a foul eventually. The referee hasn't given it for now, and that is going to go through it. Throw in is going to go Park Avenue's way. He takes it into Preston, and Eyeball read that one like a book, and he plays it away. And there's more tussling going on. And now it's going to be cleared forward from Havern, who feels the effects of a challenge. And the goal.
Osadibe.
Osadibe comes in. It's saved. Longbottom. It's a chip.
Double save. It'll still be Longbottom on the right wing here.
Longbottom still plays it in. It's going to be headed away. Chances of Park Avenue for the first time in a while, and they don't make the most of it. Dunstan now gets away from Bayo. He wins a free kick. We're a tug. The goalkeeper not once but twice there. First he denies Osadibe. Well, he gets there before Osadibe anyway. And the second time of asking, he denies Longbottom. Well, to be fair, he had a lot of bodies to go through anyway, Longbottom, even if it beat the goalkeeper.
Yeah, more and more pressure being put on by Bradford Park Avenue there. Ollie Battersby had a couple of risky, perhaps poor moments in his eyes in the past 10 minutes, but he'll be very happy with that double save. On rushing, Osadibe got out comfortably, closed the angle, cleared the ball fell to Longbottom, and he closed the angle once more.
It is Longbottom to take this free kick as well with his left foot. It will the man advantage start to show. Longbottom's a deep one to Doherty. Will he get there? He does, but he's not going to keep that one in. Overhit really that from Longbottom, wasn't it? I mean, even when Doherty got there, there's little he could do with that, and it goes out for a goal kick. But they were the first chances Park Avenue have had in a little while, and that's something for them to be encouraged by.
Yeah, definitely, but you just can't waste chances like that with Longbottom putting that ball in the box. It's an opportunity to get the big men in there. Jordan Preston's obviously on the field now. Osadibe's on the field. You can send Luca Havern all the way up into that box, and if you put in that calls of you playing against 12 from the Guiseley fans, I'm not sure about that. I think that the referee's actually officiated this pretty well, but yeah, just got to make the most of these chances. Park Avenue getting better and better with the ball now.
Ball's played forward. It's forward towards the goal for the second goal scorer. Goal scorer Murphy, but it's cleared away. Preston does well. Osadibe, can he do much with it? He finds Doherty. Is he onside? He is onside. He's well challenged though. Good defending. Guiseley play it forward. Whiting's going to get that. He is. He heads it away to O'Malley. O'Malley controls. Good play from Park Avenue.
Very good.
Back now with Havern. Is the advantage going to show in this last 20 minutes? Will them Guiseley legs tire? Couple of injuries as well in the game. The ball's now with Havern. And Havern finds the number 6, and he goes forward there. He actually went forward, Lancaster, but not to any avail. Longbottom. Oh, and it's played off Longbottom. Is that going to be a throw-in?
Yes.
It's a throw-in to Guiseley. Yeah, I thought that might be to Park Avenue in the way Longbottom went to pick up the ball. But the throw-in's going to be taken from Reese Kendall. Just under 20 minutes of regulation time to go. Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2. The last time these two teams played here, it was a 2-2 draw, and right now that's the way we're heading. Was Osadibe giving
Balls to
away?
Doherty.
Balls to Doherty.
Oh, he's been horrible!
Yes, certainly it could be yellow card. An absolute blatant yellow card for Aidan Walker. He made the initial mistake. Doherty goes forward, and I think that's the definition of taking one for the team.
Yeah, I mean, the ball fell quite luckily to Doherty there, just advancing onto the goal, and Aidan Walker just brought him down. Clear as day. Yellow card, thank you very much. And free kick, what would you say, around 30, 35 yards? Sam Longbottom with the ball in his hands, and it'll be interesting now to see if he can make the most of this free kick after wasting the last one.
Well, Longbottom it is, who is standing over it. This could be very, very ambitious if he takes a shot from here, but I do think he is going to take a shot. Longbottom will strike it, maybe. Is he the only man over this, Longbottom?
Jordan Preston's got a lot of room unmarked out on this left-hand side, and he's pointing to it slightly. And I think
he does. Maybe this could be a one from the... And he does go to Preston into the area. Preston goes for goal. It's a low one. It's going to be blocked. Preston gets it back.
Lancaster.
And here's Lancaster. This could be another chance. Lancaster plays one in. It's going to be headed away from Ibel. No, it's not. It falls to Doherty. Could this be a chance? Doherty plays one in. It's headed away at the near post. Park Avenue pressure is mounting, and they go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Gianluca Havern. Sites Kenworth is about 45 yards from his own goal here, and he plays it forward. Doherty's the man in room. He finds Doherty, does he? He does. He controls it. He still has it, Doherty. He can't get the shot away. It's actually well defended in the end. Now here's O'Malley. O'Malley finds Lancaster. Preston. He's the one who had the shot a moment ago that was blocked. Preston to O'Malley.
Every single Guiseley player is in their own defensive third here. Pressure mounting.
The ball over the top. Oh, poor ball from Lancaster. He's never getting there in the end of Dunstan, and that goes out. And it got us. It's well worked from Longbottom. He saw Preston free. He got the shot away twice, but both were blocked in the end. It wasn't really enough power in it. And Guiseley, obviously, you expect they will be having to do some defending in this last 15 minutes or so. And second half, Park Avenue haven't had too many chances, but you do feel like they're going to get one or two before the end of this game.
Yeah, more and more chances going forward. Brad Doherty getting on the ball, much like he did in the first half now, onto this left-hand side. As Dunstan cleans up at the back, finding George Sykes Kenworthy. I think he'll have a lot more of the ball. And like I said, I think you're expected to see that guys are going to be penned into their own half, and could be quite a sketchy last 15 minutes for the Lions as Park Avenue hopefully try and push for that winner.
Absolutely, as the ball is in possession now of Lancaster, who goes to the right-hand side to Hopper.
Mason O'Malley's out here.
Mason O'Malley's in absolute room. The room he's got is unreal. If they can find a ball to the ball's on the other side of the pitch at the moment. Forward to Longbottom, that's going to be headed out from Reece Kendall for a throw-in.
I mean, at periods of the game, O'Malley's had a quarter of the pitch to play with all to himself.
Absolutely, and it might be O'Malley who gets the ball now. He does on the left-hand side, and he goes on the overlap. Good overlap as well from Whiting. Whiting goes in, crosses in. It calls to Doherty. Oh, it was a chance, and they're appealing for maybe a handball. It's a corner that's been given. Doherty got the volley away, and he furiously went to the referee asking for a handball. It's deflected out for a corner.
Yeah, Doherty there did really well, half volley. I think that was going into that far right corner. Top bins.
And Bradford Park Avenue have taken over in this game for the first time in a long time. They're the team in the ascendancy. Longbottom it'll be with the corner. It's on a bad one. Oh, it's headed. It might well have been off the line. It's then flicked away. It's headed forward, and Guiseley eventually clear their lines. And he goes for it there. Dunstan. Oh, Dunstan's in trouble here. He's made the foul, and Dunstan could see red. And Lucas Dunstan, a second yellow card, been sent off 77 minutes into the game. It's now 10 versus 10. It's got to be said. It's another yellow card coming here as well. It's Havern is going to go into the referee's notebook for complaining. And it's got to be said, Dunstan, he can't really have too many complaints about that. We saw the foul, and immediately I thought he's in big trouble here. The referee's even the game out. It's 10 versus 10 here. 77 minutes. Dunstan sees red. Second bookable offence, and he's off.
Well, he's got to walk again. Both these second yellow card offences have been absolutely ridiculous challenge. First of all, Callum Chippendale's in the first half. Second of all, Lucas Dunstan's in the second half. No need. Look where you are in the field. Look where you are. Look what's behind you. Look how much room there is for them to you know, they've got to travel, what, another 60 yards before they get into a shooting position. There is no need for him to make such a cynical foul there, dragging his opponent to the floor. And again, the referee brandishes a yellow and then a red, and Lucas Dunston's got to walk.
Well, Derby Day at its best, 10 versus 10, 2 red cards, 2 second bookable offences. It's got to be said as well, both players can have very little arguments about the red cards, if I'm being honest, as the ball's played forward now, and this is going to now be a very entertaining last 12 minutes or so. I did say, will the man's advantage come to count in the game for Park Avenue? Well, that's not going to be the case now. They've got to make the most of it, 10 versus 10. But in the last 5 minutes, the visitors have been the team on top.
The only positive you can take is that, you know, guys went down to 10 men in the first half after 24 minutes only, which means their legs may be a little bit tired after playing 11v10 for the good part of 60, 70 minutes.
Yeah, you've got to say, at this point in the game, it's a bit of a lottery who goes on to win it, isn't it? I mean, Park Avenue have been on top in the last 5 minutes or so, but Guiseley, even with 10 men, they've made a really good showing today, the hosts, and this is going to be a very exciting last 12 minutes. I mean, again, we've seen yellow cards, red cards, 4 goals, and we've had a treat today, Arthur.
Yeah, just looking at the shape now that Park Avenue are making, looks like Harrison Hopper has moved into that vacant right-back position since the Dunstan red card, with Will Longwatton dropping back into the midfield. Osadibi on the right-hand side, Jordan Preston leading the line, and Doherty back out on the left-hand side.
And here we go now, Guiseley in possession. The ball's forward now, and it's actually Pratt who's got it on that left-hand side. And the ball's played back to Kendall. He goes back and forth with Kendall now, my apologies. He's going to play one in. It's a deep one to the back post. Sykes Kenworthy comes, doesn't get there. This could be a chance. It's on the volley. It deflects. It's off the line. Jack Whiting in the perfect position to head it away. Cross comes back in. Can they clear their lines? Surely Luca Hepburn will clear his lines, and he does. Well, the positioning of Whiting there was perfect. Idle heads it back to his goalkeeper. Well, the positioning of Whiting could not have been better there. The ball deflects. It would have been an own goal, I think. Whiting's perfectly positioned to clear off the line. A huge let-off of Park Avenue, who survive. Ball comes forward. It's headed away. And Lancaster can't get there. It's played forward from Devine. Bayo could get there. Up against Hopper. He wins his side, a throw-in. Guiseley all of a sudden have got the bit between their teeth. Well... Yeah. When you think this game, what's the next twist going to be? Whiting heads it off the line, and that was a very fortunate clearance because the deflection was not kind, but there's perfect positioning as Kendall comes across to take the throw in for Guiseley. 10 minutes to go of regulation time. 2 red cards in this game, 4 goals. Bayo has it now, turns away, miscontrolled play to Preston now. What can he do with it, the number 17? Preston. He's got 2 or 3 men with him. He wins. He doesn't win his side of throw-in. It's gone in Guiseley's favour. And Guiseley all of a sudden can maybe come forward.
Yeah, I think Guiseley now, looking perhaps the stronger side, were a little bit unfortunate there for it to not make it 3-2. As Sykes Kenworthy went for the ball, spilled it. Was it Whiting that you said?
It
with
was.
The goal line clearance, but just before that, it was a block from a Park Avenue defender. I couldn't quite see who it was with it being fired so quickly, but there were some big appeals behind that goal from the Guiseley followers for a handball. The referee gave none of it, but interesting to watch that back.
Battersby plays it forward. Hepburn gets there. Hepburn has just taken one in the face. The referee says play on, but he has to stop it due to the head injury. I've got to say, from where I was sitting, that looked like it was a bit dangerous there. He did certainly take one to the face.
Well, Callum Murphy's absolutely laid one in to Luca Hepburn. He's led with the elbow. He's hit him with the elbow. It's all elbow. How has the referee not seen that? How has he not seen that?
He was close to it as well, the referee there. He was close to it, the referee there as well, and he never gave anything. He's still down at the moment, Hepburn. Filling in, of course, today for the injured. Filling in today for the injured Mitch Lund, and I think that he's having a word with Sykes Kenworthy. Maybe just Sykes being the captain, asking to calm things down a little bit here.
I think Sykes Kenworthy is saying, how on earth is that not... Never mind a card. How on earth is that not a foul?
Yeah, not a foul, and the referee never gave the foul. He only stopped it due to there being an injury, so... Yeah, very interesting. He's going to try it back to his feet here, Hepburn, and not sure what's gone on here. Has there been a card? Been dished out? So cheers from the Park Avenue fans. There might be a yellow card that might have came out. Well, it's Tom Pratt, who, of course, did leave one in a bit on Sykes Kenworthy earlier in the game as well, didn't he? Let's not forget as well. well, 8 minutes of regulation time. I do imagine there's going to be a fair chunk of added time in this game. We've certainly seen a lot in this second half. And he is back to his knees at the moment, Havern. He might well be getting up in a moment. He might just be seeing stars at the moment, to be honest, with the elbow.
I think he looks slightly bloody. Yeah, it's getting tidied up.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure myself, to be honest, Arthur. It certainly looked like it was a bit left in on him, I must admit. Osadibe and all the players there maybe surrounding. And this is just, again, had more time on at the end. Well, obviously, this is a big stoppage in play at the moment. Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2. The sun was shining earlier in this Northern Premier League derby, but the clouds are certainly on show out here now. Well, he is hopefully going to be okay. That's all we're going to say about this. There's injuries in this game. This game's are just about everything, to be honest. It's been crazy, really. And Luca Havern will come off the field, and there will be a substitute coming on. Will Callaghan, the number 12, will be the man coming on. They change. Callaghan will change late on in the game. There's 3 players in this game now that have had to leave the field due to injury. 10 men. Both teams are down to 10 men. Where's this going to be? And the ball is going to be in Park Avenue's possession. And it's going to be played forward. And it comes out to the number 12 already. His first touch of the game, this for Callaghan. Goes to go beyond his man. And Dunstan challenges him. It's Walker who challenges him for the throw in. And Dunstan's obviously already gone off the field. It's going to be taken from Mason O'Malley. He goes back to Whiting. And it's actually Lancaster who's dropped into centre-back. And now it's into Whiting. An ironic of 12 against 10 there. Well, that's going to be very hard now with Park Avenue having the red card. And speaking of 12, the number 12 of Park Avenue fouled here. It's taken quickly. Preston on the left. Preston goes inside. He goes forward. It's Longbottom on the turn. Longbottom plays it in. Good block. Oh, good defending. Very, very good defending there.
Good shot.
He's one back. Chance to come forward. Played over the top. O'Malley. It's a chase. Pratt goes to get it. It's well played back to his own goalkeeper. And Sites Kenworthy in under pressure. Plays it forward. Osadibe will chase that. He's let it go, Kendall. Osadibe is going to get there. Osadibe. Can it go in, is he? No, good defending. Really good defending from Kendall. Kendall can clear. Forward, out of play. Just behind the away dugout. This game is leaving me breathless at the moment. Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2. Both teams reduced to 10 men. Park Avenue went forward well there. Great pieces of defending, I must be said, on 2 occasions from Lee Whelan, I believe it was. And the throw-in is now going to be taken from Harrison Hopper, who's dropped into more of a right wing-back position in this game. And he's going to find Doherty, as he knows. Instead, he goes back to Lancaster. And Lancaster turns away calmly. Finds Whiting. Look at the amount of players Guiseley have back in their own half here. Not like you can blame them. Here is Callaghan. The fresh legs of Callaghan can come forward. It's good play.
Oh, he's thrown himself.
He's fouled his man there. It was Tom Pratt who got back there defending, and he's won his side a free kick. And it's got to be said, this game now, anyone can win it, can't they? It's literally so close at the moment. Battersby will come across to take the throw in. And, well, Arthur, your thoughts on so far what just a crazy game of football?
Well, I'm not sure it's done yet, Sam. There's still plenty to go. Red card, goals, you name it. It's had it. But...
It's had it. Players going off injured. It's played forward from Battersby. Good ball, actually. The ball bounced, and Sites Kenworthy's got there. I think that was a risk from Whiting, letting that ball bounce, but Sites Kenworthy was in control. It's rolled out to Whiting. Will there be one more sting in the tail in what's been an extraordinary game? Sites Kenworthy plays it out to... It's actually to Lancaster. Lancaster can play it forward. Good ball. Really good ball, in fact, of a number 12, Callaghan. Can he control it?
Great touch.
Brilliant touch. He's got O'Malley on the overlap. O'Malley goes back to. And O'Malley finds Doherty. Doherty playing a centre midfield role at the moment. Doherty goes back to O'Malley. Preston. O'Malley. Good play, Callaghan. Oh, Preston can't get there. It was good football from Park Avenue, but it wasn't really going anywhere. It's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in's going to be taken by Aidan Walker. Guiseley throw inside their own half. It's going to be throwed. Set it away. It's going to be played forward. Going to be headed away from Lancaster. It's again one, throwing off O'Malley. Guiseley get the throw-in decision. Will there be a late goal in this game? Both teams down to 10 men. Throw-in from Walker, is it going to be? He hesitates for now. Eventually he's going to throw it, is he?
2 minutes left of regulation time here in the 90.
It is
going forward.
Thrown into the area. Flicked on, is it? No. Longbottom gets it away. Preston goes to control. Forward to Osadibe. That's well headed away, though. The ball's going to come to Bayo. Bayo, good defending. And now Doherty can bring it forward. Can he? No. And Guiseley win it back. They're the team coming forwards. Ball played forward. Will that be headed back to his keeper? It is. So it's going to go in. Keep in play. Sykes Kenworthy's done well. He's done well to keep that in play. It was headed back to him from Hopper. Osadibe goes to get there. He's lost possession. Bayo has it now. Bayo comes forward, plays it through. This is a chance. Great defending from O'Malley. What defending that is.
Challenge.
What a challenge. Longbottom goes to play it forward. They still can't get it. Doherty wins it. He's fouled. That's a yellow card. This could be another red card in the game. Is it another red, though? It's a yellow. It's now 10 versus 9. Ollie Brown has seen red. What a game this has been. 10 versus 9. Brad Doherty was the man brought down, and it's Ollie Brown, the man who got the assist for the first Guiseley goal. A second yellow for him as well. 10 versus 9. 3 red cards, 4 goals, injuries. What hasn't this game had, Arthur? What hasn't this game had?
Exactly what you want from a derby, innit? Guiseley fans are fuming. Called a cheat.
Chance of cheat going on from the Guiseley fans. Will there be another twist in the tail?
It was a blatant foul. It was a great touchdown.
It was Doherty who went down. Doherty goes down.
There will be 10 minutes of
10
time.
added minutes. There's plenty of time still to go. It's worked out to Callaghan on the left. Callaghan gets the ricochet. Callaghan goes forward. Is he going to be brought down? No, he's not. He carries on, Callaghan, and he's fouled. He's brought the foul. It's actually Callum Murphy who committed the foul. 10 added minutes as well. This game's not over.
Longbottom looks to take it quickly to O'Malley. No, the referee doesn't allow it.
Doesn't allow it. Longbottom's going to play it in, is he? The chance behind us just won't stop. It's going to be Longbottom. Well, I think if Bradford Park Avenue score, this place is going to go.
The linesman was just asked you, wonder why you get abuse.
Osadibe goes in. Preston has it now. Osadibe goes to get it back. Can't control. They clear forward. And this is Bayo up against Hopper. Hopper should win it. Hopper does win it. He does well. Right in front of his dugout there, Hopper. He was off balance a little bit. And that's going to be a throw in.
Yeah, I mean, he had a fistful of David Bayo's shirt there, and he was last man, so
yeah,
a little bit fortunate.
Yeah, a little bit. 1 of the 10 added minutes have been played. Yes, 10 added minutes in this game. We know the new laws this season, of course. Throw in goes forward. Is it going to be flicked on? It's going to be Osadibe who's back there. Oh, and Osadibe fouls. Oh, no, free kick's been given in Park Avenue's favour here. No, he's reversed it. He's reversed it there.
The referee forgot what was going on.
Yeah.
I think he held his hands up and said, my bad, it is the guys who get free kicks.
Yeah, and the foul was by Osadibe on, I believe it was on David Bayo, he brought down. And it's going to be a chance if you don't know what you're doing now. What hasn't this game had? Free kick is going to be taken. The 9 men of Guiseley versus the 10 men of Bradford Park Avenue. Kendall will take the free kick. Could this be a dramatic twist? It is Kendall. It's in. It's easy for Sykes Kenworthy. It's straight at him. Sykes Kenworthy goes to take it. And it's going to be a yellow card coming out here for the number 12 now. It's going to be a yellow card for Callum Murphy. obstructing the goalkeeper. He got it away, Sites Kenworthy, either way. The yellow card count in this game must be interesting. Must be around about, excluding the players who have been set up about 6 or 7 alone.
That's the 10th yellow card today, sir.
10th yellow card. Ball played forward. Preston over the top. Well headed away. And then it's going to be in possession of Callaghan, who does. Was he want to throw in? Yes, he has. On the left-hand side. Long bottom over it.
7 minutes to go here.
Long bottom over it. He throws in.
Minimum of 7, that is.
Minimum, yes, that's right. O'Malley goes back to Whiting. Bayo's there with him. Whiting will just have to go back to Sites Kenworthy. Sites Kenworthy now to Lancaster.
Well,
Lancaster
up on this left-hand side.
plays it forward. It's flicked through. It's Callaghan. There's space. He's onside. He goes down the line. O'Malley crosses. It's deep. It's maybe too deep. It's headed away. Lancaster gets there. Lancaster out wide now. Hopper on the ball. Can he do anything with it? He goes to cross it in, does he? He does. Osadebe gets to get there. He can't get there. It's cleared away.
Doherty on the edge.
Doherty goes out wide. Hopper again. Hopper plays it. It's blocked. Hopper. It's played off his man. It's a throw in Park Avenue's favour. I thought it was a Guiseley throw at first.
I thought that was from my angle.
4 of the 10 added minutes have been played. A minimum of 10, that is.
Wow, that was a great ball in from Hopper, wasn't it?
It was.
Nearly found Chin Osadebe there.
Very nearly. Osadebe gives it back to Hopper now. Osadebe again. Preston goes out wide again to Hopper. Hopper plays it into the back post. Callaghan can't get there. It's O'Malley on the volley, and it's going to be headed away from Eyeball. And it's Lancaster. Oh, it's poor. It's poor, and surely Kenda will see that out. Will he? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Oh, and they're coming out here, and the Guiseley players furiously go over. Hopper it was with the challenge. Hopper has already been booked. No, it hasn't already been booked, my apologies. They're asking for a red card there, and...
Hang on a minute, the physio's appealing to the referee.
The physio comes across. The physio...
You can't do that. The physio just giving the referee an earful.
The physio runs across and furiously appeals.
Can you send the physio off?
And there's push and shoving going on. Osadebe and Bayo.
Get stuck in.
Calling Mr. Davide might be a bit kind, to be honest, at this point. No, we're not. We're not. And the physio's still there. I can see her in my screen now. The physio, my screen, sorry, in my view now. She's still there and amongst everyone
she's
here.
Giving it big and fair play.
Yeah, she is not backing down.
So the referee's just standing and watching. Will he brandish any cards?
Well, the physio's actually come across. I think that might be why they went over in their defence. They've actually.
The physio definitely came across for the injured man, but the man is since got up. She didn't have to give him any treatment, and she gave the referee a load of abuse in the process.
Either way, it's going to be a. It's going to be a throw. There's going to be more than 10 added minutes now. Surely we're already up.
He's got his hand in his pocket here, so I believe there will be a card coming.
There will be a card. I believe Hopper's going to be the man who goes into the referee's notebook.
Hand out of the pocket.
Where's
going to Hopper? Red card.
Red card. It's 9 versus 9. Harrison Hopper has been sent off. No, is it Preston?
Yeah, he said Hopper.
Hopper's been sent off. I thought it might be Preston for a moment. Wait, has he sent the physio off? Hopper's gone here. There might be more cards coming, to be honest. Harrison Hopper, a straight red card has been sent off. We're ending this game with 9 versus 9. You do not say that very often. Wow. What a game of football. The number 7, Harrison Hopper, a long walk off the pitch for him. 6.5 of the 10 added minutes have been played, but I've got a feeling it's not going to end at 10.
Well,
it's going to continue.
All the Guiseley faithfuls waiting for Hopper to leave the field.
The Guiseley faithfuls giving Hopper a... tell him to get off the pitch, basically. It's only a throw-in, though, here. Am I right? Is it? No,
yeah,
it's
a throw-in.
If it's a throw-in, how do you give a red card, if that's the case? Well, Hopper is off. Yeah, and here we go. It's taken for, it's cleared away. 9 versus 9 as Preston has possession now
He does well.
Eyeball gives away the throw in. Will there be another twist in this game? 4 goals, 4 red cards, 2 for each team. It's 2-2 in the score, and it's 2-2 in red cards as well now. So
it's always fun in West Yorkshire, isn't it?
It is always fun in West Yorkshire. Here's O'Malley in possession now. He goes forward. Callaghan gives it back to him. Goes over the top. Good ball, is it? No, it's going to be dealt with. It's a throw in though. It's going to be taken from Longbottom. It's taken forward. Doherty plays it round the corner. Wasteful from Doherty though, given away. Ball played forward. Bayo might get there. No, he doesn't. It's headed away. And then it's going to be Bayo who controls. He's offside though, Bayo. And that's a free kick in... It's a free kick in the position of of Park Avenue. Can't even get my words out here. There's so much going on around me. Can't even get my words out. O'Malley in possession on the left. He goes forward to Doherty. Will there be one more twist in this game? Doherty to Preston. Preston in possession now. Preston comes forward. Longbottom now to O'Malley. O'Malley chance to get the cross in. He does get the cross in. Back post. Headed away well from Eyeball. Lancaster can't get anything on it. Well, he can. He plays it to Doherty. Doherty in possession now. Preston goes round the corner. Lancaster plays it in. It's blocked. Preston, good touch back to Doherty. My word. One more chance maybe. Doherty now. Preston. Preston in possession. On the right-hand side now is Lancaster. Preston in possession. He's allowed to go forwards. And here comes Longbottom. O'Malley. And here is Callaghan. In the end, he gives it away. And that's not good because they have possession now, Guiseley. They can play it forwards. He won't get there, though. Tom Pratt won't get there. And now the ball's headed forwards. Doherty will get there. Bradford Avenue. The team looking more likely. The ball's back with Sykes Kenworthy. 20 yards from his own goal. And here we go now. Whiting can go back to Sykes Kenworthy. The 10 minutes are nearly up, but I think there's going to be more than that.
I think we might see 2 or 3 more.
2 or 3 more. And they're still allowed to come forward here. The ball's played over the top towards Callaghan. Will he get there? No, he won't. It's given. It's played out for a goal kick. Well, the 10 added minutes are about up here. And I think he's asking the goalkeeper to hurry up here, isn't he, the referee? Well, I've got to say the referee has had some game to handle here, hasn't he, the referee?
Yeah, I think all the officials did really well until about 20 minutes ago. They sort of lost control of the game, no fault of their own. It went a bit crackers, didn't it, Sam?
It did. It absolutely did. And that's been the story of this game. If you want a traditional derby, then look no further than this. It's exactly what it's been. Osadibe might get there now. No, he won't. Kendall gets there ahead of him. Boots it out of harm's way. Gets it clear. Another ball to come back onto the field.
The 10 minutes have gone.
The 10 minutes have gone. How much more time will be added? Osadibe has possession, loses it. It's going to be another throw in, is it? No, the ball stayed in play. I think if Bayo was alive there, he might have got to the ball, really. And that's it as far as the game goes. The referee hasn't added on much more time. Wow. Where do we begin with this game here, Arthur? One of the games of the season, not just in Northern Premier League, anywhere in England, you'd imagine. We will talk you through the events, but before we do that, Arthur, just please give us your thoughts on what was a crazy game here at Nethermoor Park. Final score, Guiseley 2, Bradford Park Avenue 2.
I'm just keeping my eye on the pitch a little bit because Mark Bauer is not happy, pointing the finger here, there and everywhere. He's going over to speak to the officials now. I'm sure it'll be a friendly chat. He says, no. I'd imagine what he's saying there probably can't be repeated over the microphone. But yeah, what a great day of football from a neutral perspective. Perhaps a little bit disappointed from Park Avenue that they didn't kill the game off when they had the man advantage. Obviously, it went 11 versus 10, 10 v 10, 10 v 9, 9 v 9. What a game of football. West Yorkshire derby of Guiseley AFC versus Bradford Park Avenue. 2-2, perhaps a fair reflection of the game. Sam, what do you reckon?
I think it's a fair reflection, yes. I think Mark Bauer is absolutely livid out there. I just saw him having words with the number 12, Callum Murphy. He's absolutely livid, Mark Bauer, here. I mean, it's a game that was just crazy. I mean, I feel bad for the officials here because they refed it to the best they could, but they lost all control. The game went crazy. And, yeah, absolutely crazy game of football. I do think 2-2, a draw was a fair result, in my opinion. I don't think any team did enough to win the game. I'd say a draw was a fair result. And we will talk you through the incidences of the game now. And do please bear with us because this is not going to be quick.
Well, there's a lot of them.
There is. So in the first 10 minutes of the game, Bradford Park Avenue were absolutely brilliant, to be honest. They took the lead after 8 minutes. Excellent work from Brad Doherty on the left-hand side. He gets the cross in, and Will Longbottom, with his 4th goal of the season, he could not miss a close-range tap-in. Park Avenue were firmly in control. They were dominating the game first 10 minutes, and then things went from bad to worse for Guiseley. After 24 minutes, midfielder Callum Chippendale books for 2 bookable offences. It's got to be said, Arthur, they were definitely 2 yellow cards. I don't know what Chippendale was doing for the 2nd yellow card. He got sent off, the first of 4 red cards.
Yeah, the first of 4, Sam. Easy for the referee to make. Both yellow cards, simple as. Both challenges on the Harrison Hopper, who obviously also didn't finish the game on the field. He wasn't substituted either. Can you believe it? He was red carded, Sam. But yeah, more to the. We'll get to that eventually. But yeah, great play from Doherty initially to get Longbottom his goal and the red card clear as day. That left it at 1-1 and down to 10 men with Guiseley.
Well, 1-0 it was, and down to 10 men with Guiseley. No problem. Yes, and Guiseley did come.
Mind's blown from what we've just seen.
Me too. Guiseley did equalise on 39 minutes. A good cross from the right-hand side from Ollie Brown, and that was played in and headed in from Gabrielle Johnson, who later went off with an injury. It was a good header that beat Sykes Kenworthy into the bottom corner. To be fair to Guiseley, they responded excellently to going down to 10 men, I must say. They got the flick on. Johnson got the flick on and made it 1-1. And that was half-time, 1-1. Even Stevens going into the break. But
No, it wasn't.
But Brad Park Avenue had the man. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't. My apologies.
And again, this is what's happened. So much has happened in this game. We've got a little bit loop here in the commentary box. It's been absolutely crazy this past 25 minutes. What happened then was Guiseley nearly scored again. What was it called? Gabriel Johnson with a great one-on-one with a strong save from George Sykes Kenworthy. And then just before the whistle of half-time, Harrison Hopper, the goal scorer, found the back of the net.
He did. Harrison Hopper did find the back of the net. It was a cross from Mason O'Malley on the left-hand side. And I think Hopper just found his feet in the area. He shifted his feet and it hit his right foot. I'm not sure how much he knew about it, Hopper, but the ball ended up going into the back of the net for 2-1. Park Avenue went into half-time with a 2-1 lead and also a man's advantage. However, that man's advantage was taken away from them after 77 minutes. In fact, no, we'll talk for the Guiseley equaliser first. That's how much has happened in this game. I really can't get my head around the amount of events we've seen. The equaliser was scored from Callum Murphy after 53 minutes. And it's that much has happened since that goal. I'm struggling to remember how the goal went in, which really says a lot. But it was such a crazy moment.
Yeah, he managed to receive the ball in the area, and I think it was too easy from a Bradford Park Avenue perspective. He turned and just played the ball towards the far post, the far right-hand corner, and it was 2-2.
It was a good finish from Callum Murphy, but he was allowed a lot of time, as you rightly say there, Offer. That made it 2 apiece, and then that's when the man's advantage was taken away from Park Avenue. Lucas Dunstan saw red for a second bookable offence. It's got to be said, just like Chippendale, Dunstan has no complaints. You're on a yellow card. You cannot make that challenge, especially with this crowd around the referee as well. He sent Dunstan off. Absolutely a red card, no complaints.
Yeah, easy. It's similar to the Chippendale one, to be honest. 2 blatant yellows. Referee left with no choice.
Absolutely, and then after that, the game just continued to go crazy. There was another red card. This time, the red card was actually given to Ollie Brown, who was sent off in the 90th minute.
How long ago was that scene?
And even that feels like about 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago now. He got a second yellow as well. And to be honest, he can have very little complaints as well. Second bookable offence. He drags his man down. Arthur said it straight away. He's got to go. Second bookable offence. Another red card. And yeah, no complaints there either.
No, cynical foul on Brad Doherty, who managed to take a good touch out onto the left wing. Ollie Brown just clipped his heels. Yellow card. He'd already had one. Another one for the referee. Those three red cards, simple as you can get. Second yellow offences all day.
And
the one that will be a bit dubious. We're very far away, is what I'll say from it. But what it's looked like, from my perspective, is that Harrison Hopper has been challenging the ball that's going to run out of play for a Guiseley throw-in. The Guiseley left back is shielding the ball. So Harrison Hopper's gone in with his body, really tight, And as they've left the field of play, and the ball has also left the field of play, Hopper has grabbed the left back and thrown him to ground. One thing I will say is, it sort of looked like the guy at the left back went head first into the advertising boards over there. It was clumsy from Hopper. You can't say anything, more than that. What did surprise me was the Guiseley physio running 50 yards, and you're thinking, wow, that is fantastic work from the physio. She's getting straight on the case. She's going to support that player that's down injured, that's headbutted the advertising boards. She runs straight past him and goes straight for the referee. Gives him an earful. What the hell's going on there? The referee then had a chat with his linesman, and the red card was brandished to Harrison Hopper.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much. I mean, if that's not enough, we can bring you. I don't know what will be, because there were so many instances in the game. But to be honest, the red card for Hopper, we were a bit too far away to see it. I do think the decision might have been influenced by the crowd and maybe by the people around him protesting.
It was silly for Hopper to have done that. Whether it was red or it will have definitely been a card offence. Whether it was yellow or red, it was silly from him, and the referee deemed it a red.
Well, as far as derby days go, this is going to be one of the games of the season, not just in the Northern Premier League, but all around the country. You'll go well to find a better and more entertaining game than this. Yeah. 4 goals, 4 red cards, both of them being 2 apiece. And the final score from the Northern Premier League here at Nevermore Park, a 9-man Guiseley 2 and a 9-man Bradford Park Avenue 2. And we will see you next time.
Cheers, Sam.
Free.